at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Oh, look at me. I'm retarded. I'm a globe.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke. Your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, 'cause I'm there for
The whole system is designed to disconnect you from your intuition. Why? Disconnected people are easy to manipulate. Everything from sunscreen to politics to the food industry. It's all designed to disconnect and manipulate you. We are in the middle of a war right now, but it's not a traditional war. It's a war on consciousness. It's a war on freedom. This is the time to listen, not to the news. No, your intuition, your gut, your heart. Love is the greatest weapon against darkness. How do you love more? You begin by loving yourself. How do you love yourself? You listen to the messages your body is telling you.
Nobody is coming to save you. Get up. Be your own hero.
Slaves used to work all day, every day, with no pay. But they got free food, water, and shelter. Today, we work all day, nearly every day, and we get paid. But the money we make, we spend on food, water, and shelter. We're still slaves. The only thing that has changed is the illusion of freedom.
I'm scared, Dad.
Do you trust me, son?
Yes.
Come on, son. Rule number 1, never trust anybody.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
Now let me see you drop it to the flow, drop it to the flow then. Now lean Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen, making blueberry muffins.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
Chicken banana, chicken banana, chicken banana, banana, banana.
Hey man, just wanna let you know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. You gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up.
I don't think you're a bad person. I just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up. I remember when I lost my mind.
All right, good evening, all you beautiful sons of bitches. Welcome to Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. We got Cubby up here too. Look at that. Look at that. Maybe, just maybe, I had this idea earlier. If Noelle comes back on, we were wondering if she would be willing to work at the candy shop.
She's always got a place in my heart.
That's it. That's
She
it.
could be my top girl.
Whoa. You hear
Yeah.
that, Noelle? If you're watching, you might want to click that link.
I don't know about that, but
click something. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Right?
There you go.
Oh my God. So what do we got out here? We got Roger's out here tonight. We got Roger posting anything. We got Angela Baby Carson's here tonight. We've got Saddlebone. We got D Canuck. We also got there's Roger. Roger's everywhere. Look at him. He's a keyboard maniac tonight. We got Lowry's here with us. Just so long as we don't have any Canadian intelligence officers with us here tonight.
Never know.
God.
They're usually in the shadows. You don't see them.
So, yeah. Oh, I don't know. This one's pretty well out there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Wow. No,
Kinda
that explains a lot about the final experiment, doesn't it? That character. Yeah, it's definitely. I told you that was an op. Told you that was an op, man. That whole thing was an op. He had his big shot at the big promotion, and he got fucked because he marched around on the ice yelling at Nathan. But where's the gun, Peter? Surprised they didn't Kubrick his ass after that nonsense there. That was pitiful. That was totally pitiful.
Can't get rid of your top agent. Well, unless they got one that works, that could be grooming somebody. That is his job after all.
Oh my God. Well, it's reflective of the incompetence of the whole thing. The whole apparatus is just totally incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you about that cop? It was a town cop, right? And this was a while back, and she's now the police chief.
Oh yeah.
Now, but the first time I ever met her, I seen her at the store up here and shit. And I looked; she was in uniform. I didn't know you're a Stanley cop. She goes, "Yep." And I said, "I've never seen you around." She goes, "That's because I was undercover." I said, "Well, not anymore. That'll never work again." You overdid yourself on that.
Good job.
Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind, Cubby Bear.
What's happening, Raj?
Oh, not much, man. Beautiful day though.
Look, there's Andrews in here too.
Oh no!
About to play the song.
Is there room for?
Yeah.
Theme first.
Billy Boogle says he's an undercover hooker. All right.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Hey.
Gigolo.
Yeah. Under the covers, I guess. Hey.
He's number one in the sheets, not on the streets.
He's a bigelow. Male gigolo.
Gigolo, male gigolo.
What's that? Richard Gere.
Oh, the Pretty Woman.
No, American Gigolo.
Oh, God, I ain't seen that in forever.
Remember that it was they had that Deborah Harry
I've
song.
ever seen that.
Oh yeah.
That Blondie song was the theme song.
Bring back memories, dude.
I don't watch gay porn, so I've never seen that one.
Color, baby, color me with love. Wrap me in designer sheets. I never get enough. Call me, yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I had to get to the court to the line in my head. You know, what's the name of the song? And I was like, oh man, it's been a long time. Well, I'll tell you what, I liked Blondie when I was like in high school and shit. I was like, man, that's some rocking shit.
Pat
I
said
like
you
that.
nailed that song, so.
What's that?
You said you nailed the song, dude. Pat said.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm getting back into doing some music and shit. There for a while, I just didn't want to fuck with none of it, you know? I don't know why. I just didn't have any kind of motivation to. Guitar sat over there in the case, collecting dust and shit. And I was like, what the hell am I doing here? You know, and then when I picked it up, I was so rusty. I was like, oh shit, man, this sucks.
Soft Super Hits Volume 8.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we'll do. I should record some. I've got some cool ones. I got America by I do a cover of that by Simon and Garfunkel.
Mm.
You ever heard that one?
Mm.
Yeah. And a couple other good ones that I'd like to do, put some covers and put some recording on too. But you know,
I thought you were going to say America the band, and I was thinking you've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
You know, it'd be worse than going through the desert on a horse with no legs.
Yeah, that'd be hard, dude.
I was fucked up one night and I was playing that song. I was like, and everybody thought it was going to be normal and shit. And I changed it. I changed it to a horse with no legs and shit. People were cracking up. I was just ad-libbing it. It was working, man. It was working.
Well, Saab, I've done studio work. I mean, I could be your engineer.
There you go. Be my sound engineer.
Damn straight, man.
No, I don't know. I got a dual input microphone. All I have to do is plug my guitar in, plug it into this mic.
Nice.
Flip a couple little
Do
buttons.
your own mixing right there.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to use the acoustic. I'm not into putting a bunch of electronics and shit into it. Used to get into a lot of
for like 2 years. Did mixing work.
If I had another output, I have to look on my PV. I could run that output out of the amplifier into the microphone, and then I could like use my chorus and reverb effects and shit like that. That would be pretty cool. I don't know. Maybe I'll fuck around and see if I can do it or not.
That reminds me, you know where PV was actually made and who actually makes PV products, where they're actually built? They're built in Mississippi, and guess who are the people who manufacture it?
Prison labor. Well, there again, there's more incentive to buy PV amps. Then
there you go. Speakers and amps built by prisoners.
Hell yeah. Poor sons of bitches making 25 cents an hour or whatever. I don't know how they can get away with that shit. I don't know how that's not slavery.
It is slavery. It's not. There's no other word for it. They don't get paid in prison.
That's horseshit. And this thing about there's people when you get locked up and then they make you pay rent to the jail. What are you going to do if you don't pay? They're going to kick you out, evict you. You know.
Nice.
I don't get it, man.
Solitary confinement for you.
Yeah, that's something I'm pretty used to.
I didn't know he died. Lou Color.
Wait, I started talking. I was like, whose voice is that? All right, here we go. Little cool thing I found about the firmament, if y'all might be interested. Let me see if I can put that up here. Dun, 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 look at that.
Things we can do in the lab to prove that the barrier above us is at work. And we can do that when we look at something as simple as rainbows, because typically you need a light source, water, and some sort of barrier or mirror device to create a rainbow indoors. Of course, outdoors, you don't need that because the light source is already shining through a barrier, but we definitely see that in the lab, the barrier and the shape of it will impact the shape. And with this understanding, would the rainbows be a different shape in the south because the light is above the firmament and the firmament shape towards the outer edges? Of course, its shape might be very similar, but it's going to be lower to the ground. Would that impact the shape of rainbows as you go south? And after more than a year of compiling images and looking up averages, we have found that there is truth to this, that the rainbow's shape does change. Of course, the sun's angle does play a part, but on average, the sun is said to go as far north as it does south. And so, with that said, the change on average should be identical in the north and in the south because the sun's angles should be identical and mirrored in the north and in the south. And so, if the firmament is lower in the south on the biblical earth, that would make sense as to why rainbows are shorter in the south. On the globe model, there should be no difference, but we have found time and time again when we do image searches, they're predominantly shorter in the south. And not always. Sometimes the sun position in the firmament will be different and it will make the rainbows look different. But on average, if you're going through and looking up pictures in the south, you're going to find the shortest ones you've seen in the south, the tallest ones in the north. And the ones in the north, they get taller. This is Canada. There's some even further north that get even taller than this. They get really tall, and they even have more of a double rainbow aspect up north than they do in the south, which I find that also extremely fascinating. And these really short ones are even thicker in the south. So you have thicker, shorter rainbows in the south, thinner, taller ones up in the north. And when we find videos where people are trying to replicate rainbows in the lab, here's one where they are indoors trying to make a rainbow. And he's trying to figure out why it's curved because his son asked him that question. I don't think it was random, but it made him really work hard to investigate this. And so what does he do? He gets a barrier, dome-shaped, shines a light through it, and replicates the rainbow. Of course, the shape of his barrier is why you get the shape of this rainbow. And he does a really good job of showing us how it separates the light underneath from the darkness above. That's what rainbows do in reality. The only difference is he's got a single rainbow. For a double rainbow, you would need to use a different type of barrier, most likely one that is multi-layered. Things we can do in the lab to prove that the barrier above us is at work. And we can see that when we look at something as simple as rainbows, because typically you need a light source, water, and some sort of barrier or mirror device to create a rainbow indoors. Of course, outdoors, you don't need that because the light source is already shining through a barrier, but we definitely see that in the lab, the barrier.
So you get it, man?
Here, and the shape of it impact the shape of the rainbows as you go south. And after more than a year of compiling images and looking up averages, we have found that there is truth to this, that the rainbow's shape does change. Of course, the sun's angle does play a part, but on average, the sun is said to go as far north as it does south.
Yeah.
And so with that said, the change on average should be identical in the north and in the south.
So you see, that's the thing. It's gonna, and it does. It is shorter in the south. Why? And it's obvious. It's obvious. And like I said, it's you know, these people, they freak out about this barrier. They freak out about a firmament. No, because they got their mind on space and all this other fucking nonsense. And I'm like, get off that. That was just stories that were told to you. Okay, it's just stories that you've heard. Stop it.
Is that Flat Earth Library that put that out, or is that the Bros?
I'm not sure. Let me see if it tells.
Flat Earth Brothers. I think that sounds like his voice, so I think it's on his channel.
All right, stop. God. Yeah, Founded Earth Brothers. Yep. That was Founded Earth Brothers.
I want to show that to Harmon.
Why Harmon don't think there's a firmament?
And I think nature does it all.
Oh, well, that is nature.
Yeah, I'm saying, you know, gas, pressure, containment. And I got to go through it, rainbows and dome, and he's like, sun dogs. He's still like, he thinks he can refute it all.
Yeah, sure he can. Listen, there's.
I love him to death, but you know, that's just what
I told you, right? I told you before that these fucking trolls and these globetards are a government op.
Well, he's not. Okay? He's not a globe troll. He's a flat earther. Harmon.
Well, sure he is. I don't know what he is.
When he comes on my channel, he says he is, but he just doesn't think there's a containment.
How could there not? Then how does he explain the fact that we have gas? How does he explain the fact that we have air?
He says nature. Nature.
Yeah, I understand. Nature's not an answer.
I know. I'm just going with his answer.
Well, that's not an answer. So he's just what? Okay, witchcraft. You know.
There you go. That'll work.
The fuck. Yeah. Nature. Yeah. No.
No. He's a good guy. He got a good heart.
Of course, but see, that's the whole thing. That's what physics is the study of natural phenomena.
True.
Okay, natural physical phenomena, including gas behavior. Okay, so it's nature is not an answer.
Well,
you know?
I got the golden handcuffs on today, so I got the golden handcuffs.
You got the golden handcuffs.
Yeah, I got my AdSense number.
Oh,
yeah. So I can collect my super chats.
There you go.
Couldn't do that before.
Well, no, they just sit there until I can get them out. They set a limit on. I don't get any commercial funds or anything. It's just super chats. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta get to like 1,000 or something before you before they run ads, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll never do it anyway.
Stage 2, I got to get to the next, and I think 1,000 is.
I'm not going to fool with them. Yeah. I'm not going to fool with them.
No, I don't blame you. I'm not going to do ads. I'm not going to, even if I hit 1,000, I'm not.
I don't want to do anything that will make them money.
Right.
Okay, that's all. I don't want to do anything that's going to help them profit. Until they do 100% fucking overhaul on their policies.
Oh yeah.
Not interested in them making a fucking dime.
Not when you.
Yeah, it's like it is handcuffs. I'm going to say this: it's not freedom of press or any. It's not the First Amendment. It's not upheld in this world. In here,
you're not free to say what you want. You're not free to do what you want on your channel. You know, the minute you do something against their quote unquote community guidelines, that's it for you.
They're constantly
and they don't tell you what those guidelines are either.
Yeah.
They're vague.
Oh, they're constantly changing them to fit the political scene too.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, changing definitions on it, everything and everything else.
Well, they came after us right away. Google was actually told to.
Yeah. So, but you know why? Why? You see why?
Yeah.
Why would you have to suppress it if it's nonsense?
Right.
Then it'll be seen as nonsense and it won't gain any traction at all. You see.
Yeah.
So if you have to shut somebody up, that doesn't prove that person that's talking to be a liar. It proves you to be afraid of what they are going to say. That's the reality of it.
Yeah, it's the Streisand effect, right? You put the more light you put on it, the more it draws attention towards it instead of the opposite. That's why, like you said, they don't want you. Why are they afraid to hear what you have to say?
Exactly.
There might have some substance to it. Nathan did an excellent stream. I did rebroadcast today, and I mean, it just completely refutes all their refraction bullshit and their orthographic view crap. And he just nails it to the ground. Like, look, it's measured this way, and you actually perceive it that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's seen that way. It's a fact. You know.
Well, it's impossible from the simplest of observation.
Oh yeah.
It really is, right from the basics. But they gloss over that. Show me the curvature and all that. Fuck all that. You got fluid dynamics problems up the ass right here. Okay, regardless of curvature. Yeah, our working model. No, you don't have a working model. You have a model, but it doesn't work because it incorporates physical impossibilities regarding fluid dynamics. Sorry, until you can reconcile those physical impossibilities using the scientific method with demonstrable and repeatable science, you've got a fairy tale. And as far as I talked one into going into that fucking space-time bullshit. And I told him, I said, I have as much proof of it being witchcraft as you do of space-time bending and warping. What is space-time? Can you show me some? Can you isolate it? Can you modulate it? No, it's just something made up in some fucking weird Jew's head. Come on, man.
Well, the noose is coming around the globe's neck on all sides, and it's just, I'm watching it die. It's really the truth.
Yeah. Normies are questioning the fucking SpaceX. Normies are questioning the Artemis bullshit.
Yeah, the moon crap.
And then, of course, the moon landing and everything else like that. It's all falling apart. All major lies fall apart over time. They will. You can't subvert truth. It's going to leak out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you guys see where there was that stupid fucking game and wildlife dude shot a dude with a taser at the gas station and he fucking caught fire?
I didn't. Sue Finelli, I think it was Sue Finelli mentioned it in chat last night. But how did that happen then? How did he catch fire?
Well, see, they're instructed not to deploy tasers around flammable shit in the first place, but they don't listen to directions. Instructions are for pussies. Give me that fucking thing. Hold my beer.
2 set of cuffs and you're going to go to jail. All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify. What am I being arrested for? You are not cooperating for having committed a crime. What? A misdemeanor? A misdemeanor, asshole. It's a $10.
This intense encounter with a federal officer turns dangerous for the man behind the camera. I'm Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum. Let's run it back.
2 set of cuffs and you're going to go to jail. All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify. What am I being arrested for? You are not cooperating for having committed a crime. What? A misdemeanor? A misdemeanor, asshole. It's a $10.
Clarence Coyle says he was headed to Catfish Paradise at the Havasu National Wildlife Refuge, where a U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service officer was there telling him that he was trespassing. So Clarence turned around, and about 20 minutes or so later, he's confronted by that same officer for his ID at a gas station. We checked out his uniform and verified that he works for U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. His uniform reads P. Nielsen. Now, federal policy strictly warns fish and wildlife officers to not use electronic control devices in specific situations, including when the subject is near flammable materials. The service tells me the taser deployment is currently under review, which is policy, and they cannot comment further. Watch our full report on fox10phoenix.com.
What the fuck? We got Smokey the Bastard here says that the moon is older than our solar system. Okay. I got some questions about that, Smokey. Got some questions about that.
Would you do carbon dating?
Yeah, right. How the fuck did you determine that? How did you figure that we're in a solar system? What is a solar system? You know? And I'll tell you what, just because in 3rd grade you took some fucking styrofoam balls and made this little model and shit, they don't make that nonsense real either, you know? The moon is our old sun.
Is it?
Dr. Bass Ackwards, and how exactly do you know that?
I know, it's a great question.
How do you know that? This is all this stuff, these people say stuff like it's a fact all the time, and it's like, that's a belief.
A dead star. Oh, okay.
You know, I was staring into the sun earlier. I ain't gonna use the other word because it sounds naughty. Gazing. I was staring at the sun earlier today, right? When you do it, does it look like there's a ring like constantly moving around it back? That's weird.
Yes.
That was the first time I really kind of experienced
in
that.
The middle part like darkens.
Well, it started to look like the moon, right? Like the crater, well, whatever you want to call it, craters on the moon or whatever. I don't know. It was a weird experience.
It is pretty crazy. Yeah, when I do that, I see that, and it's like the sun itself, it starts to turn black, like it's
it darkens a little bit,
like a hole with a ring around it, like that movie, The Ring.
Yeah.
When I've done sun gazing, I did it for a while. It like split in half for me. And it was like a dark, almost purple color when it did. Wow. It was like, yeah.
Okay, and the moon is a plasma mirror.
Is it?
You mean the mirror? You mean the moon could be a plasma mirror? We don't know that it is. We don't know fuck about what it is at all. We don't know fuck all about what the sun is at all. Okay, that's the thing. Shit, we don't even know what's in our oceans. Let's get real here. People are going to talk about what shit and their perceived outer space is and everything. And we haven't even explored the depths of our oceans. 72%, isn't it? 72% of our fucking Earth is
Unexplored.
water,
Yeah.
and you haven't even explored it. What are you doing? What are you? And it just state these things with fact, like a thing where a guy says, water is older than the sun. How in the fuck do you know that? How do you even know how old water or the sun or anything is? What'd you do? Cut it in half and count the rings? God damn it, man. And people will say, well, that smart guy said that shit, so it must be real. And so, well, how do you know that's a smart guy? Well, they told me he was. And I was like, okay, that works, boy.
The plaque on his wall, dude, that made him smart.
They told you Trump was a genius, too. Look at how that floundering motherfucker's doing.
I mean, at the end of the day, none of us really know what's going on. But, I mean, you can use deductive reasoning to eliminate some things, just use logic.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like, look, there are ideas, but until you can actually
repeat them,
your hypothesis, like I have an idea that the sun is not really hot.
You say it's like induction or whatever.
Yeah, like magnetic induction working with the Earth.
Mm.
I don't claim that is what it is, but there's a lot of evidence to go along those lines. It's an interesting idea to explore, because it don't make any sense. If heat rises, the higher up you go, it gets colder. What the fuck is going on there? Yeah. And then the lowest point below sea level in Death Valley is the hottest fucking place on Earth. And I've heard people try to explain that away. Well, because there's a lot of lava and magnet, shit like that right under there, and you're closer to it. Well, you know what? It means the bottoms of the ocean ought to be fucking boiling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't make any goddamn sense at all. So, I take from it what it is, and it has to do with a distance and the idea between the negative plate and the positive electric charge of the sun. Who'd that come up? D-Man. Their D-Man is here.
D-Man's in the house.
I'm definitely convinced.
Let the dogs out.
Roof. Sorry.
This guy I work with, he's got that. He does that all the time, man. The old guy Daniel that I work with.
Who lets the dogs out?
Who let the dogs?
Every time he lets the dogs out.
That was my mother's favorite song back when it came out. She walked around saying, "Who let the dogs out?" She's 78 now.
Oh,
he's a funny dude, man. He's singing shit like hymns from church and shit like that. And I asked him one day, I says, "Hey, Dan," he says, "What?" I says, "Are you in the church choir?" He says, "No." And I says, "Did you ever wonder why?"
It's like that old line, who sings that song? Well, let's keep it that way.
Yeah, let's keep it like that. Don't.
You always sound better in the shower.
Oh, yeah. So, hi, D-Man. How are you doing?
Doing good. What's up, guys? Saw. What were you saying about the hottest place? It being at below sea level?
Yeah, it's 200 and I got a picture of the placard somewhere here.
It's Death Valley, right?
Yeah, Death Valley.
Oh, it's that. Yeah, it's that place. That place you were talking about.
Yeah, Badwater.
Yeah.
Let me see. I just pulled that in the other day. Where? There's Arizona. There's Area 51.
That's where they keep the grays.
Here it is.
Where's Area 50 and 49, 48, and 47,
right?
And
where the hell is
46?
that?
That's top secret cover.
Bringing us over here.
Classified.
How come? That's another thing I was thinking about the other day. So maybe the Europeans or the Asians or whoever else we got here in the chat. How come the aliens are so interested in America, right? Like we have an Area 51. Like America's the place that's so interesting to them.
Right.
We keep, there's no Area 51 in the UK or anything like that or something similar to it that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat, but.
So yeah, this is the Badwater Basin right here. 282 feet or 855 meters in gay below sea level.
Wow. Look at that lack of curvature, man. I'm telling you.
I know, man. And it is. It's hot. This was like in fucking wintertime we were in there. But yeah, that's Badwater Basin.
Badwater Rising.
Good song.
It's bad, man.
I always, there's a bathroom on the right.
Pull over.
Me and my friend were talking about some stuff earlier about, well, wouldn't there be more oxygen as you go below sea level? Would be a higher oxygen content, right? Because naturally you go higher and there's less if you went lower than sea level.
I don't know is that there's more oxygen.
It's better oxygen.
Maybe. I don't know a whole lot about what's going on with the mixture there. That'd be interesting. I'd like to know what the barometric pressure is there. I never did check. I didn't ever even thought to check when I was there. But because they say it's 14.7 on average at sea level. So if you're 282 feet below sea level, is it more?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think where it gets separated from the rest of the gases, like during the transfer up, I think like near like freshwater lakes and stuff, I think there's probably more oxygen in the air.
Well, the thing that's going on with that too is you got to incorporate the dynamics, right?
Yeah.
And we know what happens to a gas when it's heated, right? That it expands. But we are in a mixture of gases, and each one of those elements within the mixture reacts the same, but at a different rate.
Who's to say we've discovered all the gases that are out there
Right.
anyway? What I'm saying? It's just what we've been given, like everything else. We don't know that there's other things that are unnamed or on.
Wow. Yeah, undiscovered. Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is like the reaction that you get, like if you heat a gas, is expansion, right? But the expansion rate of one gas is different than the expansion rate of another gas at the same temperature. You understand? And so within those elements, those various elements within the mixture are going to react the same, but at different rates.
Yeah.
To these dynamics. And this is what this is one of the things that goes into this pressure gradient. Okay. And then as you've got these things reacting faster and slower to the same dynamics, then you've also got a greater dispersal area of the gas, which is also going to cause the pressure to go down. And we've lost parts of the elements. Like there's not as much of one gas as there is another because of this expansion rate at different speeds, right? And so according to Dalton's law, if we reduce the pressure of one element within the mixture of gas, it affects the sum pressure of the mixture. It's just common sense, basically.
Yeah, it says because oxygen delivery is maximized, human bodies at sea level do not need special adaptations like rapid breathing or extra red blood cell production to rest.
Right.
It says that maximum gas exchange, the high barometric pressure at sea level, creates a strong partial pressure that forces oxygen efficiently through your lung membranes and into your bloodstream. They say it's 20.9 to 21%, whether you're at sea level or high up, and then air pressure at its highest at sea level because of the weight of the. I don't know if that's.
Well, it's a larger concentration because you're at the source of production and recyclement of these gases. You're right at the source.
It's higher barometric pressure.
Where are you going to see a larger concentration of Chevy pickup trucks?
Yeah, at the dealer.
at the fucking plant. Right? And then as they disperse out from the plant, they become more sparse as they go away from the plant. So the closer you are to the plant, the more Chevy trucks there are.
Well, they're having more elastic collisions closer to the plant,
Right. This is, and they just completely lose their fucking minds when you tell them that it's axiomatic that no specific volume of gases, and I always use the plural because the next thing they're going to go to is the gradient. Then I have to explain that to them. You have to explain that to them, that it's not anything to do with gravity. It's just the way gases behave, man. You know, you're not incorporating the dynamics. Oh, it would all equalize. Oh, okay. You think we live in a fucking spray paint can with one gas?
Yeah.
And no dynamics, and never heating and cooling continuously at all. There's no such thing as respiration, condensation, and evaporation. None of that shit is taking place at all then, right? Come on, man. Isn't there an area that you refer to as the troposphere? Oh yeah, what's going on there? Oh, that's right. There's no more water up above that. It doesn't, you don't get much water up there. There's another element that we've lost within the mixture, isn't there? How about that shit?
And not like the helium, hydrogen, and everything else. This I just keep going because it's lighter, right?
Yeah, it's interaction in the medium.
Right. It's going to react the same way as the other gases do to these dynamics, but at different rates. That's the whole key right there, that it's different rates at which the expansion and contraction takes place within the mixture of the various gases.
Are some of them denser than others, maybe? I think.
Of course. That's why that occurs that way.
Wait a minute. I might be saying the wrong thing here, but wouldn't these things need a containment of some sort to hold all these?
Yeah. And you know what's funny is any demonstration to try to prove that no containment is needed requires containment.
Yes.
Thanks.
They try to float that thing where they put a tinfoil boat on some sodium hexafluoride.
Delicious stuff out here. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then I always ask them and say, well, what's that square glass box you've got the gas in? Would that be like physical containment in order to have that specific volume? Huh? Well, yeah. How else are we going to have? Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. How else will you have a specific volume of a gas without physical containment? You can't.
Are you listening, Sean Hawkins?
Oh, good God.
You have to shave, he's been up my ass all week.
Use that. You have to use that goddamn one of them nose hair cutters in his ear there, so he can't.
He said you can get pressure with no containment. It'll hold pressure, no containment.
What do you do? Blow on a piece of paper?
Yeah, he did that before. We've gone over this before. Everybody that's debated him has gone over the gas pressure.
Well, he won't debate me. He's scared to death of me. He knows I'll rip his shit for shreds every fucking time. I destroyed his fucking Polaris challenge that he had there. He took that out now. You don't have that no more.
He did that with Flats. He did the Polaris challenge, and Flats just showed him exactly how refraction really works. And I can't see Polaris from where you're going to. Never mind. He lives on a pole. That's all I got to say.
He don't have nothing. But he's not Sean Hawkins anymore. He's Sergeant Rock.
The old
fitting avatar for. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I used to
Wasn't
read
it a
those
comic book?
Yeah,
it
was
a comic book.
Big time, I love Sergeant Rock.
God damn.
Frank Rock.
We had our senior drill instructor reminded me of him, but old. He was old. I mean, he was like from back in the day. This motherfucker, when we get to be able to smoke a cigarette, he'd go, "The smoking lantern is lit." Like, what the fuck? Are you from the Civil War or some shit? What? Jeez. I remember when it was on a Saturday or something, we were cleaning the barracks and shit, and they had me go in the supply closet, and I was cleaning it. I saw this like trap door in the ceiling, so I climbed up there and I opened the trap door and I saw these boxes, and I pulled them, and they were these propaganda posters from Vietnam and shit, talking about punji sticks and shit. Yeah. And they had those hung up in the barracks when they was training folks for Vietnam. I was like, wow, look at that. I should grab some of these, take these home, man. But there was no way to get them out of there. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Bob, you got a new sub in the audience now.
I do.
Yeah. Some guy said he subbed, just subbed. So I forgot.
Oh, who was that?
Let's see if I can find it.
See, I didn't see that. I wasn't watching over here. Don't.
It's moving too fast to catch up with what they were doing.
I know. Whoever the new sub is, thank you and welcome. I think Hawkins has 33. What, 33
Yeah.
subs?
No, 33 on the end of his name.
It's
a troll. Yeah. What a joker. I wonder how did he come to, I mean, what would have encouraged him to make a YouTube channel in the first place?
Which one?
Sean Hawkins. I'm just saying, like Sean Hawkins, it's not like nobody watches him.
I don't
and he's been there for years. He gets maybe 15 viewers and shit during a live stream.
Loneliness.
He don't have any subscribers and shit. It's like, and he's been doing this for a few years. I mean, if I don't know, man, it's like I wouldn't want to be going on all the time, talk to 5 people and shit. There's only 5 people that even agree with what the fuck I'm saying. Really, that's it.
He's dedicated, man. That's what it is. Or he needs to be committed. One of the two. I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's committed, and the fact that he has to do it. And that might be another thing that contributes to his perpetual anger that he seems to have. He's a very toxic individual.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, then we've got our good friend Eric Benson.
I heard about him. Yeah.
You guys hear about Eric Benson?
Yeah.
Talked about last night.
Eric Canadian. Next Dooley.
Holy crap, they're LinkedIn. Let's get a grip on it.
Well, you're not a robot, are you?
I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
Somebody in the chat said normal oxygen becomes a poison under heavy pressure. It can cause sudden seizures and blackouts.
Yeah, like the bends is part of some of the cause. All the oxygen gets released out of the blood.
There's an old song, "Love is like oxygen. You get too much, you get too high. Not enough, and you're gonna die."
I think we're right in that right sweet spot where we have it.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So let's go travel some other place. Hurry up, quick. Let's go as high as we fucking can.
Love makes you high.
No man's gone before. Yeah, I did some James Ross Clark stuff, and the name of their main ship was the Discovery, I think. Or no, what was it? It's a Star Trek ship name. They named it after James Ross.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
The one that actually made the whole trek around the ring, dude. They clocked 60,000 miles with it. They didn't have video cameras back then. For some reason, they didn't take video of the trip. They didn't really have many cameras to speak of in 1840 or 18. What was it? What was the year he did that in?
So they had cameras in the Civil War, but they didn't have them in 1840, huh?
Oh, it wasn't 1940.
Oh, it was what, 20s, 30s?
It's 18.
I heard what you said. Did you not hear what I said?
No, I didn't catch it. I missed half of it.
I said that they had They didn't have cameras back then, but they had cameras during the Civil War.
Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
When did cameras first get invented?
A long time ago. I don't know the exact date. I'd have to look it up, but they've been around for quite some time. Hey, TJ. But yeah, they've been around for quite some time.
1839, 1843.
Yeah, that was when Clark
was the first camera.
No, that's Clark trip.
The Clark.
Oh, the trip. Okay, sorry.
The name of the ship was Erebus and Terra.
And they had 3 eventually, didn't they? I thought.
I think technology's been around a lot longer. Well, we talk about this quite a bit, but it's been around a lot longer than
I was going to say that.
To believe. And
I was going to say that. That might be the camera might be a piece of technology that's being re-released after a reset or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, man. How are y'all doing tonight? Good to see everyone.
Hey, RG.
Figured I'd pop in, man. Now that I got my headphone stuff figured out, working.
How you doing, old man? Since
I'm doing all right. Yeah, dude, I finally got a new tablet that's really good for research and streaming and all that. So I'm getting more and more set up.
Cool.
The right tech. Yeah.
Would you get like an Apple or something?
No, it's a Samsung.
Oh, okay.
Android.
Same difference. Yeah.
And because I've got like my TVs are Samsung and my phone and
Okay.
Samsung, so it just works out a lot better. Yep, never been an Apple person, man. I don't know. Something told me to stay away from them.
They're all kind of the same. There's a few
Yeah,
differences, but not much.
They're not out on your side. They're out to take your money.
Not the new stuff
ain't
anyway.
just
No,
that.
they're everything's gonna be 6G pretty soon. So
Oh, have you?
and
have
Web
you heard-
3. Have y'all looked?
I'm still
from the
running
Web 3?
4G LTE.
Yeah,
Literally, I am.
Hey, that still shit works good, man.
Oh, I got a question for you, RG. Have you heard from Vlad lately?
No, I haven't. And has he streamed any recently?
I haven't seen him.
Not lately. He's probably busy. He travels a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a traveling man. Y'all didn't know?
No,
But,
not that kind that I know of.
I know. I'm joking.
He made a lot of stops
yeah,
all over the world.
I haven't had that luxury. I wish I could before my kick the bucket. But I was gonna say I haven't been streaming at all either. I did like one a week ago or so, but
nice.
I'm about to start back now that I got my everything that I've touched on with the biodigital convergence and all the tech, all the shit that I've done with that. Now there's something. The next stage is called the Trivergence Project, and it's blockchain, AI, and the convergence of the Internet of Things, and all those have to be connected good worldwide before it morphs into what's called the Internet of Bodies, and then everyone's going to be on the Web3.
What's
Yeah,
Web3?
I don't know.
I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's the next internet. Yeah, it's going to be body
What do you
centric.
mean? What do you mean by that? The next internet?
So
Like,
everything now is technology, like network centric, like computers and just
Okay.
pieces of technology. So the next stage of the what you would call an internet is Web3, and that's body centric, which means everything is
Oh.
pretty much routed through you and
I see what you're
under
saying.
the
Okay.
skin. Yeah. So everything's going to be powered basically through the they call it proof of work, which
Yeah.
is the piezoelectric. You do the work and it reads out that you're doing the work during the time you're supposed to be in.
The thing about that I can't really get on board with, so I watched this thing, and this has probably been 10, 15 years ago, about these idiots. They were doing this in their basements. They were putting Bluetooth speakers like underneath their skin. Your body rejects all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think over time, well, even people that get piercings, your body rejects things. And I think that over time, your body will just reject that stuff. I don't think that kind of thing will last. And I don't know, maybe they got something.
I think you're right. No. I think you're right, and you're on to the right avenue of thinking about it for sure. I think it's just a matter of like with the jabs and stuff, and they, the very very nano, nano size stuff.
I gotcha.
And also a lot
like
of the
a vessel.
nano is, and a lot of the nano stuff is like photonic based, like through light, and then it's also tissue and cellular based.
I gotcha.
And some of it is got metal stuff in it, and that helps with the conductivity and stuff. But and plus augmentation, they've been doing that for 15 years
But I
with
don't
different
know.
people.
I think over time your
Physiologists.
body rejects everything, even if you.
Yeah, I
get,
don't think
like,
it'll work too well for them. Like, especially when there's so many court cases of damage caused by that kind of stuff.
Sab, I wanted to ask you real quick. Did you see the thing about the Tates being arrested?
Yes, I did.
And
Yes.
right before they were arrested, them and Candace Owens went to Moscow.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that too?
I didn't know that they had gone. What were they there for? And together? Why would Candace Owens hang out with the Tate
I
brothers?
don't
I have
understand
no
the connection
clue.
there.
Said Candace Owens visit Moscow and St. Petersburg for the SPIEF forum and to appear on Russian TV. Andrew Tate also visited Moscow. got a very warm welcome. Why are people like Candace Owens and the Tates visiting Russia?
Because they're part of the club. It's about all you can really deduct from that.
Well, why did we all the time see the same fucking people?
Right.
In the flat earth thing, right? All the time, the same fucking people arguing with each other and shit. And then we find out that one of them's we know. I said, this is a government op, man. And the motherfucker turns out to be
counterintelligence.
Canadian intelligence and shit. And it's like, well, there you go, motherfucker. There he is.
After a while, you just notice that, you know, the market's been cornered and there's a monopoly. You see the same characters. No matter what space you're in, it's like the same 10 characters of people, no matter what you're watching it on or where it's at. It's always the same 10 characters. It's like, why are these people always the people that are privy to all the knowledge and have, you know, do all the get to go to all these special events and blah, blah, blah. Well,
my researchers found some shit that nobody else in the fucking world could find. Well, who are your researchers, man?
My sources, you know.
Yeah,
they all got sources.
Fucking bullshit. Yeah, it's the whole thing is a goddamn show, you know. And
they were says they were arrested by U.S. Marshal Service on the July 18th. 59 combined.
They were arrested too for some kind of sex trafficking ring a while back.
I think it's the same deal.
Yeah, rape.
But is it really, or is it just a smear to shut them down?
Oh, maybe get them out. Yeah, get them out.
Maybe
just to distract. At this point, I just equate everything that's happened into a distraction to distract you away from how bad the economy is, how bad your quality of life is getting, the fact that we're being surveilled. It's all. Yeah, you know, anything against us is pretty much all these things are just constant bombardment with freaking distractions towards us.
And you know that everybody's been focusing on the whole camera thing lately. Like
right.
Yeah, that's kind of a distraction, I think, a little bit.
Well, and then I don't know if you saw it, but Brian Young, I'll play the video here in a little bit about it. But they're putting these things on fucking lights on the street.
They put it on a flagpole.
Well, the street lights are already set up to accept them. They've been that way for 60 fucking years.
Yeah. Have you? I don't know about you. My whole, like everywhere I go, well, almost even in different states now, I've noticed that they've changed all the traffic lights to the like LED thinner box, like super bright yellow rimmed ones. It's like, how did that happen in like no time? Like just, you know, I saw a few at a time, and then all of a sudden, everywhere I go, they're all changed to that design.
Well, everybody's focused on flock, and they're not paying attention to axon.
Yeah,
axons where they're making these ones that they plug right into the photocell receptacle on the top of the fucking street lamp.
Yeah,
and I think what did Brian say? There's like 450 billion street lamps.
Yeah,
in the United States.
A billion? Holy crap!
How long have they been preparing for this?
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that much.
Or a million. I don't know. I'll look here in a minute. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, that might be true. Yeah.
Imagine having
you got. Oh, go ahead, Roger.
I was imagining having the job of counting those things. How many light posts are in America? Go.
Well, it shouldn't be hard to do at this point.
Yeah,
they all run on a grid, so they should know.
Yeah, peace and love. Peace and love is backstage. And peace and love. I'm going to ask you while you're backstage, if you could turn on your camera for a moment so that I can verify you as a real person. Unfortunately, I have to do that because we get these weirdos that come up here and try to porn bomb and do all kinds of other stupid shit. So if you could go ahead and turn your camera on.
I'm a real person.
If you want to see my big bushy mustache, go to there.
It says I'm not a porn bomber. New here. I'm a real person.
Wow, that's a lot of new people in one night. That's crazy.
Oof,
yeah. And Matthew is showing a camera, but I don't see a person on there. Matthew, can you show yourself on camera, please? I'm not going to pull you up and show you to the world just so that I can see you backstage. I don't see anything except outside darkness or something.
What I was going to mention a minute ago too, Cubby, was about someone did mention it in the chat too about this NDAA something 219 about where
the bill
military in Israel. Well, they're not. I think they're downplaying it by just saying military. That also will merge all the intelligence community.
Yeah.
Israel, and that's
They'll have access
scary.
to everything,
Yeah.
plane data.
Sorry.
Yeah.
D-Man, you're kind of low, man.
Oh, there we go.
I haven't touched anything.
Okay, Matthew, I can see you. I can see you. If you would take your right hand and put it up and make a V sign, like a peace sign to me, your right hand. You can do just like I'm doing right here on screen right now. With your right hand, if you could make a peace sign. There you go. Right on, brother. Looks like he's a real person. See peace and love. That's all you got to do, brother.
Oh, it's Matt Eastman.
Yeah.
What's up,
Hey, Matthew.
Whoa. At the
Where
party
in the
house.
world are you at, Matthew? And you're muted.
He's a rave.
He's at a party. He used to show you his digs. Nice shirt, Matt. Hey, you're muted. Matt.
You're muted.
You're muted, Matt.
He's probably got a lot of noise in the background.
Matthew, you're
Matt.
muted. You're muted.
We're have to do sign language for him.
It's a little loud. It's a little loud. What's happening, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Shit. Nothing but a chicken wing.
Chicken wing.
How about yourself, man?
Yeah,
you
thanks for
partying
having
up with the
us.
ladies there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a happy birthday party for my sister.
Nice.
No wisecracks.
Happy birthday.
No wisecracks, you assholes.
Boy, I'm not going to say anything that you told me earlier. I'm going to leave that between you and God.
How old's your sister?
So today is
We
her 50th. It's her 50th Barbie party.
Okay, 50th. Happy 50th.
Yeah.
I just turned 44 the other day, so I'm right up. You know, if she needs a date, let me know. You know, I come with my own wheelchair.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
How does that work on the globe? How do wheelchairs work on the globe?
Bro, it's a lot of horsepower when you get around the equator, bro. You know, if you're going north, bro, it's a tough trip.
Show me
Yeah,
a broccoli
man.
in nature and show me a wheelchair on a globe.
There you go.
Oh man, you guys know you guys like vegetables? You know the hardest part about eating a vegetable?
The wheelchair.
The wheelchair, dude. Every time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your joke.
Crunchy,
Saw
man.
that on Laffy Taffy once.
Hey.
Saw that on Laffy Taffy.
That's an old one, boy. That's an old one.
Damn, I feel like I didn't.
Taffy joke.
I got a question.
I thought I had something new.
What the hell is behind you, sir?
What? Oh, on my background?
Yeah.
Really
plasma
cool.
toroid.
It was a cloud formation in California. There was lenticular clouds that were forming, and that was one that was forming up over the Sierra Mountains.
That's pretty.
And it just happened to be like right about its sunset, because you're looking and the sun going through it made it give it that red color. I thought it was really cool. It looked
Can you tell me a little bit about lenticular stuff?
Yeah, they look like UFOs. They end up
funnels?
just like looking like a saucer. No, they look
okay.
You see them
Nice.
sometimes up over the top of mountains. I don't know if I've got a picture. I do have a picture or something.
Is that a little better, Cubby?
Yeah, that
All
sounds
right.
better.
Sorry.
It just sounded like you were like pulled back away from your mic a little
No,
bit.
I got the mic close. I haven't changed anything.
Hey man, what's been the plan today, bro? What's the plan?
Nothing. Yeah, staying off my back's kind of sore, so I kind of chilled out today.
He overworked himself the other day, is what it is.
Yeah, working real hard this week.
Speaking of clouds, like
Alright.
this year with the weather being as crazy manipulated as it's been around here and other places, I've never seen so many shelf clouds. Have you seen a shelf cloud before?
Yeah.
It's like once or twice a month now we'll get like a shelf cloud come in.
Wow.
It's just crazy.
Is it a
looking.
rolling shelf cloud or just one of those that look kind of half
Well,
circular?
it's rolled. It looks like a giant wall coming in, right? You know what I'm
Mhm.
talking about? I might have to show a picture or
Yeah.
something, but
I've seen
it
some
just looks
that
like
look
a big
that look-
giant dark wall coming at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen
But
the
I've
rolling
never
ones though? I'm
seen-
talking.
I've
This
seen
guy
them
has
before,
a
but
turn.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was
What's
just asking that.
I
About
said
the
I've seen
turning-
them before, but I've never seen them like this many that in like a year. You know, it's like twice a month at least, if not more than that around here anyway.
I put one in the private chat.
Yeah, they're
I
crazy.
think it's
Cool picture.
kind of weather
seen
modification a
shelf
little
clouds.
bit.
Oh, for sure, absolutely, it is.
Oh, look.
You ever see those
Monsters are
desert?
here.
You ever see the desert ones when they got the dust rolling in with it?
Oh yeah, dust devil.
Yeah. No, like
Yeah.
where it's like a
Oh, you're talking about like in
Sand
Saudi
wall.
Arabia and stuff. Yeah. I've seen
Oh
those.
yeah, I had a sandstorm hit me broadside going down the road in the desert. You could see it ahead, and there was no avoiding it. It was crossing the road, and we had to go into it. Man, you could feel all that sand hitting the damn.
It's like sand blasting your car.
Yeah.
I was in one 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I was in West Texas. I was in New Mexico, and it was about, I don't know, 9 o'clock in the afternoon, and I had to get back in the truck. I had to retreat to the truck. The eyeballs were getting sandblasted.
Been through those.
Yeah. I'm reading the chat. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly
speaking
it,
of,
man.
Speaking of sandblasting, have you guys seen those? They have some really cool lasers I want to look at, but it'll sandblast your chair, but with the laser instead of
cool stuff.
Pressure air.
Check out this one. I found this one. I found this one where this guy's on a ship, and it's a sand one. Check that one out. That's awesome. Show the audience that one.
Yeah, with they've been a common occurrence of those cloud formations rolling in around here quite a bit this year. There's a record high for tornadoes in Illinois.
What are you in
We're only
Midwest?
halfway through the year.
Oh, you're in Illinois, huh, Cubby?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Luke was right.
That's a tough, especially Southern Illinois is worse than Northern.
I'm up north, but yeah.
Oh, no, Chad, that was 450 million. I'm
Damn.
sorry.
Look at that
Yeah,
one.
okay.
Huge.
Billion sound about. I mean, I could have seen it being a billion, but I was just kind of amazed by that many.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
a
was
lot,
this-
man. Like 4 for everybody in the United States.
And none where you live.
Well, same thing here.
Was
There
that-
isn't. I mean, if I want to hit a street light, I got to go towards the highway. No, there's no street lights up here at all. So I mean,
Illinois
me
is the
walking
second
outside
farthest.
by the moonlight up here, I could walk through the woods.
Nice.
If there's no clouds in the sky and the moon's out at night, I could just walk through the woods. They call it a hunter's moon at certain types of the year where you don't even need a flashlight. Just walk right through the woods.
Yeah, I love it when it's like that. When you can just go.
Was
by the
that
moonlight.
that last picture you put up? Was that you, D-Man, that put the?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, Brad! I didn't know you lost your job.
Was that?
You was driving a truck or something, wasn't you, Brad?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that sucks.
I think it's been a little while now that he
Got
was
replaced.
talking about
Have you
that.
seen these videos they've been showing of these autonomous trucks?
Yeah,
That-
the
like a
Tesla
little-
trucks.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like this skinny little cab that's pulling a trailer.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I'm trying to figure out: where the fuck's the motor?
It's underneath where you sit.
It's
You mean the? Oh well, I don't know.
It's
I'd have to
probably
think about that for a second.
just got those self-turning rotors. You know, have you seen those
Well, there's
where
a
they just
reason- there's
Beep
a
it, beep
reason
back
they
by the-
put
by
big
the fifth
fucking-
wheel.
There's a reason they put a big fucking diesel engine in a semi.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You're talking about for strength to pull
Well,
the
so
weight
it can
down?
haul the weight. Yeah, you know.
Well, what about if it's on all the wheels though? Like if you think that might be able to, because aren't they 18?
Well, I don't want to know what it might be. I want to know where the fucking engine's at. I want to know where the powertrain, how that's working.
Yeah.
Because that don't look like there ain't no place to have anything, an engine. You know, unless it's vertically
Yeah, but
stacked in that thing.
Or it could be behind. Well,
Well, it
I don't
could
know.
be
Just
anything.
probably
Could be
new
magic.
alternative.
Could be magic
alternative
frogs wishing it down the road too. You know, I'm wanting to know what the fuck it is.
Well, I'm saying they've got new kind of tech though now. You know,
Yeah,
that might
show
not
me
even
some.
require an engine.
Show me that what they would have.
I don't know. Let me go
Well,
look at it. I'll go
RG
look
was
at it.
kind of right
Yeah.
because this says here that it's electric motors placed between the wheels.
Yeah,
And a
that's what I'm
large
saying.
battery
Because I've
pack
seen
under
that
the
tech
floor.
before. I've seen that.
Where the differential used to be for a gasoline car with a drive shaft, they now just put a motor right at the differential in the center, or they can put motors right at the wheels and individually control it.
I don't see that being able to generate the torque needed.
Well, then, and
Well,
think
it's-
about this
it'd
too.
be-
Like once you get so many RPMs and so much power built up going fast, and then you slow down, the drivetrain will keep spinning and build up that kind of.
You'd
I
get
think that's how it
instantaneous
works.
torque, like all those electric vehicles.
Yeah, it's immediate. There's no wind up.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about this thing's got a haul. I mean, we're talking about tons of fucking cargo.
Yeah.
You know, in all weather.
Electric motor that would actually get the torque. He did. He built one. Edison copied it. But yeah.
Who?
And Tesla and Edison, they made electric motors. They had their own, and they put together some decent ones too.
I'd be interested to see
Sub,
how
what
that
kind of
comes
truck
together.
is it? What kind of truck do you know?
The
I don't
Tesla
know. They
truck.
just all I've seen is just video of somebody filming one going down the road, and I'm thinking, you know what? That's probably not real.
Have you seen, so that in Peoria, which is about, actually where I'm going, about an hour away from me, they have a Rivian plant, right? Which is the Tesla version of the truck. They came out
it's
a
like a
while
pickup.
back. Bezos was kind of promoting them for a while, but those things can do like a 360, right? Like the wheels will turn to a degree that you can do a full 360 with those trucks. But anyway, yeah, all them trucks have instantaneous torque. You don't have, like D-Man saying, it doesn't have no like wind up or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't need it because it's electric.
Right.
Yeah, Godzilla says that electric engines have tons of torque, more than diesel or gas.
Yeah, because
So I don't know about that, but yeah,
it's
like
immediate
right.
also. So you get it as soon as you're moving. You get it.
No transmission needed.
That's
So-
why,
so
that's
what
why
is it?
any
It just-
any electric vehicle is going to beat any like hot rod off the line. And it's just instantaneous torque. And it may be a long distance you won't, but you know, right off the line. It's
Yeah,
destroyed.
and imagine how it would scale on a big truck like that. You know,
right,
from a little bitty car. I mean, somebody's got to know what they're doing if they're investing all these
Here's what I'm
billions,
talking about.
trillions into it. You know.
Driverless
yeah,
semi-trucks are taking over China's roads. Autonomous big rigs are hauling
That's
cargo
all I
on
needed
public
to know.
highways without a driver using advanced AI. As adoption grows, self-driving trucks are reshaping freight transportation. Driverless semi-trucks are taking over China's roads. Autonomous big rigs are hauling cargo on public highways without a driver using advanced AI. As adoption
So do you think this back here under the back wheels?
Well, I don't know what, because what I was talking, the Tesla trucks look like actual, you know.
Yeah,
big
yeah,
rigs.
I can see that. I can see it having a. Where the fuck is the motor in this thing?
I have no.
The only place that it could be, because look, we don't see any kind of a.
Well, the
drive
trailer's
system.
independent, is it not? Or am I wrong? Yeah.
I guess it would have to be in this bulk here, else you'd sacrifice cargo space in the trailer. So
Yeah,
it would have to be some module between the wheels in the back.
I don't know.
Somehow.
I question whether this is real or not. This one.
I've seen that they will the technology I've seen that I was mentioning, actually inside the tire itself there's these magnets and weights that are off. They're not equidistantly spaced, so it will, if you could imagine that extra weight being spun up, like that's kind of the stuff I'd seen.
Game momentum.
And then it just
it goes back around. It would fall.
I'm trying to find the name of it.
And then when you stop, like you slow down, they just keep spinning, and I think that's what even recharges the battery.
Well, I mean, they don't need to have. See, the thing is that they can mount those engines in between the wheels, just like you would a differential in a regular car. The battery is obviously on the bottom underneath it, like a tray, kind of like a you know, like a dinner tray. So I mean, it's mounted underneath, so it doesn't have to have a lot of stuff. If it's got a huge battery, then they can probably run it so much per day, just like you would any other car, where it can run so many miles before it has to be recharged.
Well, you know the old flywheel technology, right? The old a big heavy stone. That's kind of what I'm referring to. Instead of horizontally, these were mounted in the wheels vertically. But and then also the magnetic, would keep it turning. But
hey, can you
I don't know though.
adjust-
I mean, I'm sure there's different types of technologies, like for.
Can I do what?
Not just one.
Adjust RG's. Everybody's saying he's just a touch hot.
All right.
Oh, I can turn.
I
got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Trying to find the name of the company. Here it is. China's already ditched diesel. Now they're ditching the driver.
Oh boy!
Guess what this thing says?
Hey Lizzo, good to see you, doll. How you doing? Good to see you.
Hey.
Been here in a while.
Lizzo in a while.
Here's an
Anyway.
ad. Here's a thing on it, so I'll put it in the back if you want to check it out. This is a
Right.
whole story about it, about that model truck. It's in Australia. They're actually using them in Australia too.
Wow.
Is
Well,
that your
that'll
real
solve
eye,
the problem.
Lizzo?
That'll solve the problem with these bad Indian drivers that they've been putting on the road.
It's called the Cargo One. That's what it's called.
Would you rather have them in the call center scamming you on the phone or killing you on the highway? It's your choice.
Bro, neither one of them are good. I hate
No.
understand shit they say.
Hello, thank you for calling Microsoft. My name is Dennis. No, your name is not Dennis, dude. I'm telling you right now, your name is not fucking Dennis. It's Haji or some shit.
He sounds like a Steve.
Salam, salam. Oh, what? Say what?
Salami, bologna.
Jesus. So I
Yeah, it says here the Cargo One's an autonomous hybrid truck by Cargo Bot is the company that makes them. It's a spin-off of the DD autonomous driving, uses mixed conveyance approach combining human-driven lead vehicle with multiple L4 self-driving trucks. So it can be remote controlled or it can be autonomous, meaning like, set on a scale. Sorry about that.
We're done. You know that, right?
Yep.
You know that.
Until the internet shuts off, and then everything will just fucking. It'll be like maximum overdrive.
Skynet, baby.
Why do you hate
Well,
that?
already our biofields are in the hands of the NIH and DHS. So maybe the internet will cut off when it cuts back on. We might feel a little weird.
Another reset
Just
coming,
saying.
baby. Another reset coming. You're ready.
Yeah, I think maybe this has, with the financial reset and the medical reset, maybe that's what this reset will be about.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Well, here's a realistic question for anybody here. What would you do if the internet cut off tomorrow?
Oh, I go right back to doing what I was doing before I got on the internet, reading books.
Probably start reading more. Yeah.
Yeah, just do what I used to do. And then you'd have a new sport, watching people freak out because the internet shut off.
That's a fact.
Have you guys heard of the laser test with the doing DMT?
I've heard, yeah.
So that's probably what I would do first thing.
That's what you'd do. You go right back into coding.
Right. Yeah, just start. I don't know. See what it's all about. See what the hype's about.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing that freaks them out about you can't have a specific amount of gases without physical containment, man. It just can't. And they lose their fucking minds as soon as you bring up anything to do with that containment.
I was taught that our pressurized air next to a vacuum was keeping up with the rotation of the Earth as it flies around the sun and through the galaxy. And so I wanted to see how it was our atmosphere does that. And of course, they tell us that our atmosphere is rotating along with the Earth thanks to the help of gravity. And so gravity is that centripetal force pulling on our air, holding it to the ball as it rotates and spirals through space. And if this is the case, our atmosphere would all have to be uniformly traveling around the ball at about the same speed. But when you look at what's going on with our upper atmosphere, this isn't the case. We have jet streams that are 5 to 9 miles high, going at about 150 miles per hour. And they are actually rotating the same direction the Earth is rotating. So they are winning the race against what they're keeping up with. And if that's not bad enough, when we look at the winds at ground level, they aren't even traveling the same directions. In North America, the wind is blowing from west to east. And when you start heading south, you have winds that are now going the opposite direction. But don't worry, as you keep going south, eventually they change directions again. And when you look at Asia, that map usually is missing arrows, so I had to add them. The winds are going south in the winter and north in the summer. They change directions. They are not keeping up with the globe like we are told. But what about the Coriolis effect, you say? Don't we have hurricanes in the northern hemisphere going counterclockwise and clockwise in the southern hemisphere? But look at this. Water currents just beneath them, they are going the opposite direction, clockwise in the north and counterclockwise in the south. And if that isn't bad enough, we have cells where wind is literally spiraling clockwise at the top, counterclockwise as you go down. clockwise, even further down, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, all over the place. The wind cannot make up its mind as to which direction it needs to go to keep up with the earth, but somehow it's stuck to it, going all these different directions. And when you find out that the world has no answers for these anomalies, you go to the Word and you find answers. For example, the book of Enoch tells us that there are portals in the firmament of heaven, and they are blowing from the ends of the earth, high winds. And that is what we see happening in reality when we go to Antarctica. That's where we have the fastest winds blowing across the earth. Not only that, those hurricanes that we were looking at, they have a specific pattern. They are more evident in the north, meaning they cannot go back towards these powerful winds that are blowing from the outer ends of the world. And the closest we've ever seen go to the North Pole is about 600 miles. And the closest they've ever come to reaching the South Pole is far further, 4,330 miles, because the North is not like the South. That's why the angels have to go to the four corners of the earth in Revelation to hold the winds. Our Bible, I was taught that our pressurized air next to a
Yeah, they've talked about this stuff before with the, with the surface. There would be all kinds of problems with airspeed if you were flying in planes. How would people be flying planes in the 30s and 40s? They were so slow that the airspeed from it spinning, since they say it sticks to the ground and it's, all this other stuff.
Because we all know
It, you would have had problems flying in the opposite direction.
You're muted, Sav. Hold that.
There's
thought.
a lot of it that's just common sense too. It's like, all right, here I am in January on this side of the sun, right? Let's say that this microphone is the sun. And so here's in January, okay? And I'm looking out at the stars, okay? I'm looking out at the stars. I have to look away from the sun at nighttime to see the stars at night, right? Okay, I see, there they are. There they all are. Okay, cool. So now, 6 months later, I'm over on this side of the sun. And I look up away from the sun in order to see the stars, right? I have to look away from the sun to see the stars. I'm now looking the complete opposite direction as I was 6 months ago, 180 degrees, and lo and behold, I see the same fucking stars. Explain that one. That right there is just common sense in itself. Their whole thing falls apart, not to even mention the fucking physical impossibilities regarding fluid dynamics. My God, they just skip right past that and go right to the old magic duct tape. Oh, gravity. Oh, we got fucking gravity and refraction and gravity. Magic duct tape that holds, yeah, it's the magic duct tape that holds all of our stupid bullshit together, and it doesn't hold it together very well because you don't really have any duct tape. That's the problem. You just talk about having duct tape. Assholes. More, I've lost so much patience. It's when I see somebody say something fucking stupid, like on Facebook, I'm just like, shut the fuck up, you government stooge. Just don't talk anymore. Go watch cat videos or whatever. Their latest thing now is they're going on flat earthers. There are no real flat earthers. They don't really believe that, blah, blah, blah. And I said, then why the fuck are you here? Now that you've established that, you can go somewhere else and go watch cat videos. Or you can take a couple of deep breaths, go sit in the corner, and then fuck yourself. I don't even need your stupid nonsense to hear anymore. Just shut up.
Sounds good up in here. I'm gone, guys. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Love you guys. Later.
Good
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bro. Have a good time.
Gang, gang.
Oh, I'm rebooting.
Uh-oh.
Well,
it's gone down.
Going down.
So yeah.
Damn, what?
Listen, he's talking about those trucks. He's talking about those trucks. They don't, unless they're a hybrid, they don't need any gas. They're pre-charge. It's like those buses that they're running in New York City.
Yeah.
They're charged. The battery capacity is pretty big.
How are they going to do in the cold?
Oh, not very well. I mean,
not very well at all.
They're heated and cooled. The batteries are. They have a liquid cooling system that runs through them. They still have problems though, because in California they had a bunch of them catch on fire.
You get a cold snap real quick, man. It's already been tested and proven a few times. You know, when the interstates get backed up.
Yeah.
You know, and they have a cold snap, and you know they'll shut down in no time. That battery ain't gonna last at all.
Yeah, I mean they're heated and cooled, so they try to keep them like you would a cooling
That's
system.
only
in your
gonna do so
car at a
much,
certain
though.
temperature. Yeah, it's only going to go so far, of course. But I mean, they have to keep those batteries at an optimum temperature. If they get too hot, well,
Yeah, like a computer.
Yeah, they'll expand or they'll start to bubble out and they'll catch on fire. If they're too cold, they have problems with the how that activation and from the shit inside the batteries, it creates condensation. It's a bit of a problem. It's tricky how they have to keep those things.
Have you guys seen the technology of they're splitting these hydrogen atoms and they get like so much?
I've never seen an atom.
I mean,
you got atoms all over
like a hydrogen molecule. Where they split these.
But have you seen one?
Have I seen it? Not
have you seen a hydrogen molecule before?
I mean, no. I've seen liquid hydrogen, but never like an individual.
I thought hydrogen was an atom.
Now it's an atom, yeah.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Well, it's not a molecule. A molecule is when you got combinations of atoms that come together to form a substance.
Well, it's on the that scientific board thing with all the little
periodic
iridium and lithium. Yeah, all that. So I don't know where it. I know it follows as a gas.
Ether used to be on it.
Yeah, that thing's been like Wikipedia.
Yeah. You know, have y'all seen the octave, the Walter Russell?
And how the fuck do you know what the atomic weight is?
Yeah, good question.
You ever need a container?
I don't know. I didn't.
You know that nobody's ever seen an atom, that they're theoretical?
Eve did.
Oh, yeah, she did.
I see what you did there.
But no, it's a theoretical thing, you know.
But I mean, they swear by it like it's the gospel. And our solar system is supposedly designed with the same principles too. Supposedly, yeah, you know how it goes.
That's convenient.
Well, I think it's also faulted. I just think that the octave sound wavelength version of it is much better and explains much better how these things through sound and vibration work much better. I never really got big into like science as a kid, but you know what I've learned as far as sound and stuff goes, yeah, that works out much better as an explanation, I think. But no, I was asking you about the technology where they compress the hydrogen and then when they let it out and they split whatever kind of process they do to, I don't know if it's like electrolysis in a way.
I don't even know what you're
talking
about.
It's like to run technology, to run motors and stuff like that.
Weird shit.
There's a version of a car.
It's probably some weird shit that doesn't really exist. I have no idea what you're even talking about, compressing hydrogen and whatnot. I don't even know what.
You've never seen liquid hydrogen cooled at a certain temperature?
Well, that's not a gas anymore then, is it? It's a liquid.
No, I said it's a liquid, dude. I just said that.
Okay. Well, you can't compress.
You're calling me. You're like trying to call me out.
You can't compress. You can't compress a liquid.
It becomes hydraulic.
You can compress a gas until it.
I know, and then it becomes a liquid.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're saying the opposite every time he tells you one or the other. You get what he's saying.
But there's a motor that they created that runs off of that technology.
Where is it?
What I was trying to get at.
Where is it? Who has one? Why are they not on the market?
Jimmy in Block 4 of Indiana in Indianapolis. How the fuck do I know, dude? Like,
that's the
problem. I've only seen it. I've only seen
Roger,
it through reading.
RJ, that's the problem. You come on.
I'll go find it, bro. Bro, what do you want me to do? You're trying to jump me before I even get a chance to go get it.
Calm down for a second here, RG.
Okay, RG.
Yes,
listen.
sir. Yes, sir.
You are notorious for coming on and making claims of the existence of shit that you have no idea.
I asked you a question. It wasn't.
I know. And what did I say? I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
I know. I
Well,
do.
then why? Then your
Well,
question has been answered. What the
that's
fuck
the
now?
thing. You can't make
Do you?
claims.
Would you like me to go get it and show you?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Well,
give a fuck about it.
Okay, then
Really
don't
enough.
jump me though, just because you
I'm
don't
not
care about it.
jumping you, but you do that all the time. You come out and stammer and
Bro,
stutter
you
and
get
talk
mad at
about some
me.
kind
You
of
get mad at me so
technology.
easy, bro. I
No,
don't
you're
understand.
irritating as shit, man. Because you come on
Okay,
and you
bro.
talk about some stuff you
All
don't
right.
even know about. You
All
just
right, bro. You know what? I'm not that motherfucker that you do this shit to every time. I'm
all right.
not
Well, I'll tell
some.
you what. You're not the motherfucker that's going to ever be here again either. So go fuck yourself, RG. I'm tired of hearing your goddamn stuttering shit about stuff you don't know about. God damn it, man. We went from I'm wondering where they got the technology to put the engine in this fucking cyber truck or whatever to now we're talking about fucking, I don't know. Ask me a question and I say, I don't know anything about that. Let's move on. And then you're going to go, well, I'm going to go find it now. Now the show is going to be about some fucking bullshit that RG saw on goddamn TikTok. Come on, man. Do you think the people out here are interested in hearing you fucking stutter about shit you don't know about? Do you think that the audience is out here going, hey, man, boy, I sure hope RG's got more of that shit to say?
well, that's the issue. Flat Bob made a point. He gets annoyed because he makes positive claims that you can't independently verify. And
That's what I'm trying to say. That's
That's
all I'm
where
trying
you
to
run
say.
into problems.
Exactly. If you don't really know, say, well, here's an idea that they can
Right.
do this, that, and the other. Don't come on and some half-baked shit that you heard on TikTok and then ask me to explain it to you.
Don't talk in absolutes. All right. Don't make, anyway.
Well, that's like science fiction itself. That's what it's built on. That's what people dream about. That's what society is like. It is. It's not functional in that regards. Nothing in it you can use.
I mean, I can't say one way or another whether it's true, but that's the point.
Yeah.
If you can't actually prove it yourself, then yeah, it's just a theory at that point. So,
Well, yeah, that like all the so-called scientific jargon out there now, it's mostly just ad hoc and hearsay, and people believe it. Yeah. It's like,
and that's where we run into problems. And then when people make positive claims like he's just talking about, that doesn't do any justice.
yeah, like
I'm not getting mad at the guy for it, but it just,
I get it.
it makes sense that.
Yeah, Saab gets frustrated with him too. I get it.
Well, I can see that.
Well, just because it jumps all over the place. That's why.
Yeah, it goes from one thing to
I
another.
can't fucking keep up, man. I can't keep up with what he's talking about. It's like,
Goes
what are
from
you
one
talking
thing to the
about?
other.
Right.
Jumps. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not trying to, and I think mostly it's that positive claim shit. I see flat earthers do that shit all the time. They make some kind of fucking claim that they have absolutely no fucking verifiable evidence of. And it's just as bad as Glover's. It's just an appeal to authority. The only difference is that you've changed your authority source. That's all. It's all stuff you don't really know. And I'm not mad at RJ or nothing. It's just like, God damn, man, spit it out. Whatever the fuck you're trying to get to, do it, man.
Yeah. The presentation has to be a little more fluid.
Gordon
no pun intended.
Like, no, he wouldn't love Arwen at all. He would love to smack Arwen.
An Arwen.
Oh God damn. No, I caught a couple of his performances before. And RG, if you're, I'm not mad at you or nothing. You're not going to talk to me like that. I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's where you go.
Damn it! If I try to shake you out of your stammering into going, get to the fucking point, because you get halfway through a sentence and you're going, okay, so about this, that, and the other, and I'm like, where are you going with this, man? I don't know.
Nobel Peace Prize is where people are going for.
Look what I've seen all kinds of remarkable shit on TikTok.
Yeah.
And most of it's bullshit. Most of it is bullshit. Talking about some kind of fucking technology they got for this, that, and the other. Yeah, that's a possibility, but do they really have it?
Right.
Like you hear them talking about these fucking med beds. Do they really have a med bed? And if they do, why has nobody demonstrated one or shown one or anything like that? Now we know through Royal Rife and that technology that there's a lot to say about that. But where they at? Where the fuck are they at? Where are these engines that run on water?
That's, you know, they put out all you see all those concept shows, you know, they're great in theory, but you know, do they ever make the market? Can they ever mass produce these things? Most of them are crap, right? Like 99% of it's crap. But people see this, right, and throw it on TikTok. It's like, oh, look at this thing, you know.
Well, they
And,
had
and you can
videos on
poke holes
YouTube.
in it all over the place. And
They had those videos on YouTube where guys were taking water and adding electrolytes to them and saying, "Look, I'm just burning water."
Brando.
Well, I threw a link in the back called "Wood Gas Truck."
I've seen that. I don't know how well that works.
It uses a new technology. Yeah, it's called burning wood.
Yeah. Brand new, fresh off the presses.
Jeez, if we'd only ever thought about that, you know. I heard that they got this technology where they can turn water into a gas. You know, they turn water into a gas and it expands and it moves a piston. And then if you get it to work out to move a series of lined pistons that are in sync with one another, you can actually make a drivetrain out of it, man.
Oh.
So you're essentially running a vehicle on wood and water.
Like the Stanley Steamer was the original motor, wasn't it?
Exactly. Power.
Stanley Steamer, they clean carpets. You got the wrong business, buddy.
The original Stanley, the OG.
The original Stanley Steamer and the one that's using the real McCoy.
Oh, yeah.
You know where that comes from? The real McCoy?
I've heard it before, but I forget now.
It was an automatic lubrication oiling system that went on trains.
Yeah.
And it was made by McCoy. And they were like the best in the market. And so that was the real McCoy that did
to coin the phrase, the real
Elijah. It's from Elijah McCoy.
Yeah.
Hey, Carl. How you doing?
Why are these people named Elijah? Who's the other guy named Elijah that invented some shit? Wasn't that the cotton gin? No, that was Eli.
Eli. Yeah.
No, we want manual labor to do it.
Yeah, pressurized lubrication system. Because in the early days of cars, there was no oil pump. It was gravity fed from the top down, and then it would just
gravity fed, huh?
That's just that's all it means.
Weight fed because it's heavier than the medium it's in. But I mean, it wouldn't even reclaim the oil and recirculate it. It would just dump it on the ground. That's it. That was your one way lubrication system. You know.
When I was a kid, our road was dirt.
Oh yeah, I lived on gravel roads too.
And they used to come through there with these trucks with oil and spray black oil on the fucking road to keep the dust down and shit. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man, and you'd come in because it's summertime as kids. You'd get on the beach. You'd come back in the house and the bottoms of your feet would be black.
Take your shoes off.
You're telling your age here, sir. You're telling your age.
They still do that.
They still use oil? Because they started using chloride later on. They stopped using it because they decided it was environmentally hazardous, especially since there was a lake, less than 100 feet away from the fucking road,
Yeah, but now we got data centers, and those are perfectly
safe.
Safe for the environment.
Christopher, you're mean. Oh, where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. Who's this?
Going off the deep end.
This Flat Earth Nation made it back again.
Hey, Carl.
Hey. You're letting flies in.
Yeah, shut the door.
So my mom was always saying, quit running in and out. So I got a crazy ass deep dive here. Tulsi Gabbard's brother and the connection to Jim Morrison.
This is the end.
Yeah. The guy, there's a lot of evidence to support that he might be Jim Morrison's son.
I didn't know he had one.
Yeah, well, you gotta listen. This take a few minutes, and there's a twisty maze, but keep attention of it because it's pretty compelling.
So what does that make Tulsi?
Probably another MK Ultra.
No, I mean, if that's her brother, then wouldn't that?
Well, see, that's the thing. Her brother don't look like anybody in her family.
But are they? What you know? What
I think he was adopted.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Anyway, this goes deep. This is crazy.
We got the volume.
Sound. Help if I make sound.
So as we all know, last week, Tulsi Gabbard's brother was arrested for trying to lure children to his hotel room. One of the lesser things that is being reported on this case is the fact that he was going around saying that he was Jim Morrison Jr. And if you told me that a year ago, I would have just written it off. However, given Tulsi's record with MK Ultra files, not to mention her aunt mysteriously being murdered, plus her involvement with a cult from birth, I decided I was going to look into this a little bit further. And honestly, my first thought was he doesn't look anything like his parents. In fact, he doesn't look like anybody in his family, really. But obviously, that's not how genetics works. You can't just eyeball it. I understand that. And then I compared him to Jim Morrison. And yeah, I see a resemblance. Now, Bhakti Gabbard was born on January 5th, 1971. And granted, I'm not a big music person, so then I decided to look more into Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison died July 3rd, 1971. It's not going to mean anything now, but keep it in your brain for later. The red flashing lights started when I found out that apparently Jim Morrison's father claimed that they were descendants of the Scottish king, Robert the Bruce, because y'all know how they love bloodlines, these people. And my intrigue was absolutely piqued when I found out that Jim Morrison's father was a naval intelligence officer. We're talking high up. He was a rear admiral by the end of his career. However, the important thing is that his father was responsible for the Gulf of Tonkin incident in Vietnam. The U.S. essentially faked an attack and pretended that the North Vietnamese vessels were returning fire on them, which directly led to the U.S. Congress giving Lyndon B. Johnson any authority to assist any Southeast Asian country whose government was considered to be jeopardized by communist aggression, meaning that this was basically the justification for the Vietnam War. It came out that the NSA deliberately skewed the intelligence to create the impression that an attack had been carried out, when literally no Vietnamese boats were even present. Now, we've talked extensively on this channel about how the CIA director in the 50s and 60s did PSYOPs programs, especially targeted at counterculture, with figures like Timothy Leary. By 1962, the Army was calling for a new kind of war that could exploit vulnerabilities and neutralize political opponents at home, especially left-wing movements. And that's when they unleashed the MK Ultra program onto the unsuspecting public. In the same year that his father incited the escalation of the Vietnam War was the same year that Jim left Florida and transferred to UCLA. One of those most famous alleged cases of CIA mind control, MK Ultra stuff, was Charles Manson. And Jim Morrison was left out of a lot of the Manson story. The fact that The Doors was only first even brought to the attention of record companies by a bandmate of one of the Manson family members. Bobby B was also friends with Frank Zappa, who turned Manson down for a record deal, but then frequently let Manson and his family use his cabin. Frank Zappa's father was a top chemical weapons specialist at the same facility that was tied to chemical warfare research and MK Ultra mind experiments. Zappa's manager was one of the first to start Laurel Canyon, which was like the center hub of the counterculture hippie movement. Oh, but it doesn't stop there, folks, because Morrison is rumored to have had a relationship with one of the girls who was a Manson family member. And you know the famous story about how the guy from the Beach Boys picked up a hitchhiking Manson and Manson sent him a bullet and all that stuff? Did y'all know that Jim Morrison was actually with him when they picked up this hitchhiker? Do we really think it's a coincidence they just picked up this hitchhiker? No, I'm sorry. But even beyond that, there's an even more direct connection. Because y'all know Jim's signature hairstyle? Well, that is because of Jay Sebring, Jim Morrison's close personal friend and personal hairdresser, who was one of the victims of the Manson family when they killed Sharon Tate. And it was after this that things really started to unravel for Jim, because his connection to the Manson family was actually so underreported that they never mentioned that they brought Morrison in and interviewed him with the LAPD. He was brought in for questioning over the murders because he was so closely tied to everybody involved. And around this time is when the government started going after Jim Morrison. And he was arrested for this indecent exposure thing, even though all of the band said that it never happened and people in the audience had conflicting tales. I'm not really going to get into that, but basically he was arrested and convicted of indecent exposure at a concert. Now, mind you, during his entire time as a celebrity, he was telling people that his family was all dead, which obviously wasn't true. Of course, this could have been a metaphorical thing. There are plenty of kids that rebel from their strict parents, but Jim Morrison also claimed that when he was a child, one of the most formulative things that ever happened to him was witnessing a horrific car accident with Native Americans bleeding outside of the road. Like, it was awful. And he claimed that the Native Americans, he felt like their soul entered him. Now, both his family and records indicate that this never happened, or at least there's very little evidence of things being described the way that he did. Now, instantly, that reminded me of Winona Ryder. Y'all remember when I had that whole video about her? Well, Winona Ryder grew up in a cult called the Rainbow, where they believed that the dead souls of Native Americans would rise up when the earth starts to turn black and fall sick, and those Native American warriors were going to help save the world side by side with all of the white people. And those light-skinned brothers and sisters would be the reincarnated souls of Native Americans who were killed and enslaved by the first light-skinned settlers. And who was Winona Ryder's godfather? Tim Leary. And guess who did a poem at a fundraiser to help Tim Leary get money for his defense? In fact, Leary actually provided the introduction for a book about Jim Morrison. Then I discovered Patricia. Patricia, who met Jim Morrison when she interviewed him for her magazine in January of 1969. Patricia, who married Jim Morrison in a Celtic hand fasting ceremony in June of 1970. While Jim Morrison was on trial in 1970, she was pregnant. And according to Patricia's book, when he gave her a very chilly response to showing up at his trial, several months pregnant, she was visibly pregnant, according to her, she decided to not go through with the pregnancy. But what if that was not quite true? Because for years, people have just written off Patricia's story as an unhinged groupie. But as we all know now, when there is a mass campaign to discredit somebody and call them crazy, it usually means they're trying to hide something. In the next video, we're going to focus on the last year or so of Jim Morrison's life, as well as the early life of the Gabbard family, and show y'all that maybe, just maybe, Jim Morrison Jr. isn't that hard of a stretch. So as we all know, last week, Tulsi Gabbard's brother was arrested for trying to lure children to his hotel.
Anyway.
I can tell you, she's a fun date. I'm telling you right now.
Listen, I knew that Jim Morrison had been questioned, but I didn't know that he was along when Brian Wilson picked up the Manson girl hitchhiker. Because then that's how he got introduced supposedly to Charlie Manson. And they were living at his house. He had them people living at his fucking house, man.
Manson was friends with Dennis Wilson.
Yeah. Isn't that what I said? Dennis
Beach
Wilson?
Boys.
Yeah.
Well, hold on for just one more day. Because things will go your way.
But yeah, I had no idea that Jim Morrison was along on that ride as well. I failed to mention that. I wonder why. Could it be due to the intelligence community connections? And you look, the dad was naval intelligence, right? Yeah, I think that, and isn't it funny that Tulsi was the head of national security, right?
They made a record. They made an unofficial record with him called Lies. Charles Manson Lies. That's the name of the band. That's the name of the record.
There was one of the things that pissed off Charlie was the fact that Dennis stole
one of the songs.
One of his songs, changed it, and they released it on an album. He didn't give any credit.
I think it was Pet Sounds or one of the other. They used it for one of the Beach Boys records.
Yeah,
he was.
And actually, Manson was pretty decent. If you listen to his music, he was pretty good.
Yeah,
The Big Door is a good one.
So yeah, I thought that was a.
What's the name of the guy that took over for Tulsi Gabbard? He was hiding under his seat during January 6th because that was real scary.
yeah.
National security, right?
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, he's a
look it up.
They're all cowards. They're all cowards. They're all shits. You know. I ain't got nothing. I mean, I have absolutely no. And here, you know, and there again, the Hollywood DC connection thing. Did you ever watch Covey or D-Man or any of you guys? Did you watch that movie, The Apprentice?
I haven't watched it. No.
No,
Okay.
not really.
I don't really have any interest.
Yeah,
in
it's
it.
been a long time ago.
Well, there's an
it's fairly
interesting
new.
scene there where Roy Cohen, he's dying, and it's at his birthday, and Trump gives him a set of these cufflinks, tells him that they're platinum and that they're cubic zirconium or diamonds rather. And later on, you know, it was revealed that that was just cheap pewter and cubic zirconium. Well, he didn't just play that. And this is the guy, it was like his mentor, Roy Cohen. Real dirty son of a bitch. Real dirty son of a bitch. And that was the best Trump could do for him. You know,
Dude, how many Cohens are there?
Oh, God.
His lawyer was a Cohen. He freaking
Well, it's so close to Khan, and it is a Jewish name.
Yeah.
Cohen.
Michael Cohen.
Yeah.
There was a singer named Cohen too.
Yeah, the guy that wrote Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I'll figure it
I
out in a
can't think of his
second.
first name either, and I know that.
And then Jeff Buckley made it more popular. But Leonard, was it not Leonard?
Leonard Cohen, yeah.
Yeah,
He was,
Leonard
he
Cohen,
was
okay.
in Woodstock,
Right.
I think. Yeah, Leonard Cohen.
His was more depressing.
Yes, it
version.
was.
What was that? Everybody knows, right? Something like that. But anyway, hey, so I'm only I'm only going to be on for a second. Thank you for having me. I'm here at Flatstock 2026.
All right.
And down here in South Carolina. I thought Scott Level Run was going to be here, but I don't know if he made it. I don't think so. And of course, Ryan's here, Burn to Corporate Fiction, and you know, and he's here, and Mojo's here. And there's a lot of people here. Ariel's here. Man, we got emules and man, quails. You know, emule. You know, it's like an ostrich. It's like an ostrich, right?
Oh, an emu.
Why you got emus there?
Emu.
Yeah.
Are they chasing?
petting zoo or what?
Listen, are they chasing Ryan around? Because
No.
last time, all right, because I'll tell you this. This is funny. When he was about 9, he come down here to visit for a week, right? A week or 2 weeks, I forget. He came down here and we took him to a emu farm. It was up here on US 340. And the thing about an emu is if you're shorter than them, they'll gang up on you. Well, he was only 9 years old, man. And when those things were fucking chasing him all over the place, man. They were chasing him everywhere. It was funny as shit. And you could tell, like, I bent down to tie my shoe, and as soon as I did, they all started creeping up on me.
Wow.
And as soon as I stood up, they turned and walked away.
Like raptors.
Yeah.
Except for those don't exist.
Yeah, they're pretty big birds, man. It's pretty cool. And he's got a lot of quail here.
One of their eggs will make like a standard mixing bowl size bowl of scrambled eggs.
Yeah, they're pretty good size.
Yeah, they are.
Well, Carl, I shot Scott a text. Maybe he'll text me back soon. He may be there. He may not be there. I don't know.
You think those are big? Then try an ostrich egg.
All right, that's cool, Roger. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all an update. It's been pretty cool. So we got we're gonna go, you know, pretty much all day tomorrow too. So, but yeah, it's real cool. You know, Lowry was supposed to be here, but his ass ain't showed up. Rico's here.
Chat, dude, he's in the chat. Look.
I thought he was supposed to be here. His name's on the list up there, but he's not here.
Scott's driving home. He's on his way home from work right now.
Oh shit! Yeah, he ain't showing up here then.
Get away. It's hard for me to get away from here. I got.
I got you.
4 dogs, and you know, and plus, fuck, I don't like going nowhere anymore. I really don't. It's just a fucking pain in the ass to go anywhere. You know.
I got you.
So
it's getting expensive.
No, it's not just that. It's like there's people.
Well, half of you showed up then. How about that?
Well, every time,
Ryan,
here's
right?
what I found when I go out in the
The
world,
full
and shit,
man.
there's fucking people.
Yeah, there are.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's too many. Sucks. All these normies out there walking around and shit, dumb. Just
Ain't no
walking
normies here, man. We're all, we
it's
know
like-
the program.
Yeah, but I got to go
So,
through it. I'd have to go through a sea of fucking stupid just to get there. You understand?
I got you, brother.
If I came, it'd be longer to go. I mean, it'd be twice as long to get to where you are.
I'm gonna start walking right now.
Okay.
There you go.
You might get there by next one.
So anyway, I was doing the setup for the next video is what I was doing. And so in case we've lost track on that there, I was talking about the cufflinks, the cheap cufflinks that this tycoon got his mentor for his birthday and was going to be his last birthday because he was dying from AIDS. And yeah, just what a shitty thing. What a shitty thing. Anyway, here's Charlie Sheen talking about a dinner that Trump was at or something in 2016. Sure, good old Charlie Sheen.
Slightly surprised that Piers Morgan's doing it because I don't know if you know, he's a big Donald Trump supporter. And I know you're not a fan.
I'm really not. No, I am reminded of a time about 5 years ago. I was at a dinner with my ex-wife Brooke and her family and this and that. And about halfway through, I noticed Donald staring at my watch. And so he started saying, listen, I'm sorry that I wasn't invited to your wedding, this and that, or I'm sorry I can't make your wedding. And I was like, I didn't invite you. So he says, but I want to give you an early wedding gift as a gesture from me and Melania. And she doesn't say a word. She's very sweet and very pretty, but just kind of sits there, Yeah. Anywho, so he says, these are platinum diamond Harry Winston, and he pulls off his cufflinks and he gives them to me. And so I'm like, oh gosh, Mr. Trump, you really shouldn't do this. He goes, no, it's the least I can do, and have a great marriage and all that. Little did he know. So smash cut to about 6 months later. I had some jewelry getting appraised at the house, and she finished and was leaving. And I said, oh yeah, there's another couple of pieces that I have that I'm very curious about. Would you mind appraising these? She said, no, what are they? I said, well, I explained the dinner and this and that. These are from Donald Trump, Harry Winston, flawless D's, platinum. She took the loop, spent about 4 seconds and kind of recoiled from it, much like people do from Trump. And so she says, in their finest moment, this is cheap pewter and bad zirconias, and they're stamped Trump. And I just thought, what does this really say about the man? That he said, here's like a great wedding gift, and it's just a bag of dog shit,
That's what he's all flash and no bang. That's what it is. Symbolism over substance. He thinks that by, I guess his best motto should be, little caulk and paint will make it what it ain't.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Look at the reflecting pool.
Look at the reflecting pool. Look at the fountain. Everything this dude touches like that, it turns to shit. All this gold filigree and shit that he's got glued up in the fucking White House, it looks like some kind of fucking weird Liberace shit or something, man. I mean, it's
Where's
just
the
like
candelabras?
Right.
I'm thinking Zsa Zsa Gabor for some reason. I don't know why.
All flash and no bang, man. Symbolism over substance. Yeah. Oh, here you go. Damage Control Dave. I got Damage Control Dave here.
Oh, nice.
Do you know who that is?
I have no idea.
Possibly, but possibly not. I'd test him first.
Good old professor, not a Professor Dave.
Oh, you're talking about that one. Okay.
Oh, you thought I was talking about the intelligence officer?
No, well, two things. One, I thought you were talking about somebody backstage, and two, I
Oh,
thought
no.
you were talking about the other day. But anyway.
Hey, Saul, thank you for having me on, brother. I'm gonna get off.
Good to see you,
I'm
man.
gonna
Yeah,
hang
go
out.
ahead and edit the thing, man.
Yeah. So, hey, y'all be good.
All right, man. Tell everybody.
Hit that like button, everybody.
Yeah.
Share it out.
Tell everybody I said hi, Carl.
Yes, sir. All right. Peace
man.
and chicken grease. Later.
Okay. Okay, you can mute now.
I thought you were playing the video. I didn't know
No,
that was
I
the
did too. I
background
was
noise.
like,
That's the party, man. He's over at the Flatover thing.
Anyway.
I didn't know what the channel was going to become. I didn't know it was going to become the center point, the centerpiece of my life, and that it'd become successful and everything, and that I'd go on to explain dozens of other topics, including topics I'd know nothing about, including topics I'd know nothing about, including topics I'd know nothing about, but I hire experts in the field to write me the scripts and then consultants to look at the scripts and look at the finished animations and make sure it's all good, right? But I hire experts in the field to write me the script and then consultants to look at the scripts and look at the finished animations and make sure it's all good, right? I'm not professing to be an expert, honestly, in any academic field, not even chemistry. But I understand it very well, and then the stuff that I don't understand, I have people who do understand it explaining it to me.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Professor Dave.
What a professor he is.
He's not a professor of anything. He's a fucktard. We finally got proof of life. We got a proof of life video for Mitch McConnell.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Let me show this to you.
Weekend at Bernie.
This is a setup, I know it.
Oh, God.
Where he is.
See, I'm completely alive.
Howdy doody.
Way.
Fucking guy's more coherent than the real one, I think.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's more animated, too.
God damn right. The other one just kind of standing there. You see that one where he falls?
Yeah, which one?
And he's walking along and he falls down and shit. And then when they finally get him back up, he just turns back toward the camera and goes, hi. And I'm like, good God, he done forgot that he fell already. This stupid motherfucker.
There's more proof of life for that guy than there is Nancy Pelosi, though. I haven't heard hide hair of that lady.
Yeah, right. Where's she at?
She's Dianne Feinstein. I'm telling. She's in bad. All these people are freaking.
Yeah, well, they've been in the job for freaking 70 years.
Well, I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie the other night about a guy who was compiling something about the invasion into Iraq or whatever. And this guy, he was supposed to be working for Dianne Feinstein. He was the guy from one of the newer Star Wars movies. The guy is some guy with a big nose. I can't remember what his name is.
Oh, the Jew guy.
Yeah.
Adam, is his name Adam something?
I don't know.
Anyway,
man.
go ahead.
Anyway, what he did, but there was, he was working for Dianne Feinstein. Now think about how long ago that was.
Yeah.
The weapons of mass destruction and all that shit, man. That was well over 20 years ago, and she'd already been ensconced in there for good decades before that.
Yeah.
That's why she was head of the Armed Services Committee. See,
she was Nancy Pelosi before.
They really was fucking them guys around on what they could research at the CIA and shit. They really were having. It was a shit show. That was a shit show. I don't even know how the hell they got
JJ says vote McConnell 2028.
There you go.
From the grave. Post-mortem.
Gotta go to here. Gotta go to here.
Jesus.
I'll copy that link.
He comes out of the shell. Who's going to be his running mate?
Turtle.
Nate.
Jeb Bush.
How'd you guys like that thumbnamb?
That's what I was
Smells good.
referring to.
That
yeah.
coffin, it looked like the fucking turtle shell.
Yeah.
And Mustang said Nancy was on a parade about a month ago. He said,
Yeah, right.
those boobs are holding up, aren't they?
I don't know
Listen,
about
if that
that.
bitch gets one more facelift, she's gonna have a goatee. Okay, that's all I can say about that.
She might be the closest thing to gravity that Glover's got proof of.
Yeah.
Oh God, she's seeking relative density, and boy, is that bitch dense. Oh God, vote hard, win big. Listen, here's the reality: if everybody quit fucking voting, people don't realize they think they're going there to pick a president or to pick a no, man, no. When you cast your ballot, all you're doing is say, "Hey, I'm good with whatever comes about from this process. I agree with whatever comes about from this process. I'm good with it." You gave your fucking consent to known liars, because one seemed to be the lesser of two evils. Here's what you need to do: choose no evil. Rule 1: choose no evil, lesser or greater. Choose no evil. Step number 2: they're all evil. Okay, there it is. There it fucking is.
Evil is as evil does.
Right. Choose no evil and know that they are all evil. Just
Don't choose any of them. There you go.
Who do I vote for in the election? You don't. You don't do that at all. You quit participating in this madness. It's not even the United States anymore. It's something else. It's some other fucking thing that I didn't sign up for. So I didn't sign up for the other one either. I just happened to fall out here. Here I am. Boom. Go and do a freedom of information request for the social contract. See if we can get that going.
Right now, you are living in the absolute peak of human capability. We are the wealthiest, most technologically hyper-advanced civilization to ever exist on this planet. We launch reusable rockets into space and stream the entire sum of human knowledge to a glass rectangle in our pockets. So how does a nation with unlimited genius end up with government systems so convoluted they actively harm the people they're supposed to serve? It's because the bureaucracy is working exactly as it was designed to. We're taught in school that our system is complicated because of checks and balances, but over the last century, a mutation has occurred. Congress stopped passing specific, actionable laws and started passing massive vague mandates that keep us locked in a permanent administrative state. If you pay taxes in Europe, you see the high-speed rail, you see the subsidized university, you see the universal care. In America, we pay the government, and then we turn around and pay private insurance premiums, private tuition, and tolls to drive on roads our grandfathers already paid for. So where does our money go? It gets devoured by the machine itself. The ultimate abuse of power happens right on Capitol Hill. Our elected officials have completely abandoned the traditional budget process. Instead, they wait until a shutdown deadline is minutes away, and then they drop a 4,000-page omnibus spending bill compiled behind closed doors and corporate lobbyists. No one reads it, your representative doesn't read it, and they're forced to vote yes to keep the government open. Buried inside those thousands of pages are the kickbacks, the special interest carve-outs, and the permanent funding lines for undeserving programs that have nothing to do with the welfare of the American taxpayer.
Good news amendment, they ratified ya. You're in the U.S. Constitution. Oh yeah, doors open, boys.
It is taxation without total transparency. It is the illusion of representation. When politicians vote on these bills, they aren't voting for you. They are voting to protect their own leverage, their own donors, and the survival of the machine that keeps them in power. And you might think we can just vote them out, but the system anticipated that too. Through partisan gerrymandering, politicians use sophisticated algorithms to draw their own voting districts. They choose their voters. Their voters don't choose them. The only race that matters is the low turnout party primary, which means politicians only have to please the most extreme, polarized sliver of their base and their wealthiest donors. The moderate, common sense will of the vast majority of the American public is completely irrelevant to their political survival. They have insulated themselves from accountability.
Well, why can't we just make a law against flag burning?
Because that law would be unconstitutional. But if we change the Constitution,
Then we can make all sorts of crazy laws.
now you're catching on.
Just change the Constitution. See, it's easy to do.
You
Change the
mentioned
rules.
You mentioned FOIA a minute ago before that video. How much trust do you have that you pay the government to give you information?
Well, that's just it. You're not supposed to be charged.
But they do.
Uh,
And do you believe that they give you the actual information?
No.
Or yeah,
No.
that's people always say it. It's like, oh, go FOIA request it. It's like
I
so
trust
I'm gonna
absolutely nothing of government. This is exactly why I'm ungovernable. See, I can't be controlled. I
Yeah.
can't be controlled.
Mhm.
And
Well,
I think they've given up.
Yeah, I do. I was going to say just one thing right quick. There's one thing about the whole thing, that the technology, the planet, all that stuff, that's just part of the distraction. They won't let go of that neither.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Across the aisle, NASA is one of it's their baby. They love the space thing. No matter what side of the aisle they're on, that's one thing they always agree upon.
That's one of the things, yeah. That and funding Israel.
Yeah, that's the second one. There you go. Sorry, I may cut you off.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just black project stuff. They have to create things to try to make it look like this money's going to something. In reality, it's being diverted or laundered or whatever, how you want to, welfare to some other place or some payoffs or whatever,
It's a shell game.
Yeah,
Remember
it's
all the
always-
promises of like all the medicines they're going to make in space and all the stuff we can do?
We're still waiting.
Yeah, ain't happened.
Make medicine in general.
That's why I stopped. giving them
Medicine's
money.
made in nature, man. You don't need
It
need
is.
pharmaceutical.
It kind of broke my heart the other day. I was doing some yard shit, and the wild lettuce had kind of got out of control. There was.
Did you get diarrhea?
No, wild lettuce. It's nature. Listen, it's a painkiller.
Yeah.
It's a painkiller.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now. I do know.
Yeah, they kind of look like how a dandelion comes up, but they
Yeah.
grow real tall.
Mhm.
And they got kind of way broader, more jaggedy leaves. They kind of got like little hairy thorns on them.
Yep.
Like that. They even seed like a dandelion.
Like
does.
milk thistle almost.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that milk that's in them,
Yeah.
that's a pain reliever, man.
Mhm.
It's it works like an opiate. So,
it doesn't cost anything at all, does it? So
no, man. In fact, I just got rid of a whole bunch of painkiller out in my yard, but I leave some growing in case I need it.
there you go.
Yeah, I leave a little corner here and there. I had a I had a prairie going in my backyard, and damn gopher destroyed a bunch of crap. I had to cut it back.
There you go. Look there. Lisa's got the tincture.
Yeah.
She does,
That's what
man.
I'm
She's
saying.
got all kinds of potions and shit over at her house. Man.
She's got a
Go-
cauldron. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my god, she was making a great big old fucking thing of salsa last time I was over
Yeah,
there.
that's
man.
what you said.
Damn.
Yeah, she put like corn and beans in hers. That looked pretty
Yes,
good. I've never
sir.
done that.
Yeah,
That shit was good. We made tacos, and I loaded mine up with that shit, man. I was just saying, yeah, we're gonna get down with this tonight.
I
That's
love
all.
I love the green stuff, the salsa verde, the green.
Oh
salsa.
yeah. You know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
You know what trips me out about that though is like, could you put avocados in that, right? And it,
Well, you
know,
can to
open,
make it creamier.
right. But okay, so let's just say you put avocados in it to make it creamier. It's
Yeah.
like, how the hell does that? You open an avocado up, those things go bad in like practically half a day, if not sooner. But you put it in that cream. I don't know what preservatives are in that freaking cream in that salsa verde, but that stuff can last. You put it in the
Yeah.
fridge, it'll last you maybe a week. But it's like, what's the difference?
It's
Yeah,
weird.
avocados don't last long at all.
No.
It's weird because it looks like a green tomato, but it's not. When you cut it open, it's like kind of solid. It's got a weird consistency to it. It kind of is like an apple
Yeah.
mixed with like a with like a tomato. It's kind of a strange consistency. It's really good though.
A tomatillo.
I have tomatillos. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I have.
You roast them real good.
Lisa says probably lime juice.
Yeah, the acidity maybe.
Yeah, I was wondering that and the salt maybe, but yeah.
They also do a fake one where you don't do the avocado. You use like green squash, and you can put green squash in it. Gives it the same consistency and taste.
I love guacamole, man.
Yeah,
We got
all
this.
my favorites.
There's a little Mexican restaurant over in Shenandoah that we like to go to. It's called Mr. Garcia's.
Mm-hmm.
And man, they got good food there. I get a California burrito. Man, that thing's the size of a football. That thing's the size of a regulation football. I'm not shitting you, man.
I love real Mexican food. It's really good.
Oh, I do
So
too.
that's why I kind of miss living in Boston, just because I could go a couple of towns away and get that. But there ain't a Mexican food joint where I'm living for the next 200 miles.
There's a food truck run by a Mexican dude named Chewy that he goes around through here in the county, and he sells street tacos and shit. Oh man, they're awesome. They're awesome. In fact, he catered my buddy's wedding. It was pretty cool, man.
Yeah, when I was a kid, off Route 66, Flint Street, I think it is.
Hang on, we got Andrew's joined the panel.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Yeah,
He's got his own. He's the only panel member that has his own theme song.
Yeah, that's embarrassing at the same time.
Anyways, I want to tell you about this. There's a Mexican restaurant on Flint Street in Long Beach, right off of the 101. And when I was a kid, we used to go there. Man, I've never had an enchilada like I've had there. They're like, they melt in your mouth. Chicken enchilada with green sauce. They had sopapillas that were like, they would float on air.
You ever had a yardalada?
No.
You have to try those out sometime.
There's a joke in this somewhere.
Enchilada, man. You didn't get it?
Yeah, I didn't get it. No.
George Billick said it's Andrew the Biscuit Taster.
Is
there we
he?
go.
Well,
I don't have a Mexican, nothing in my lineage, but I can make some pretty decent Mexican food. Not to toot my horn or anything.
Toot his horn, not to toot my horn.
Oh,
Andrew,
yeah.
are you the biscuit taster? So we're asking.
Maybe.
Depends on the biscuit.
Well, it's been proven because he has done a live stream eating biscuits. So
I did. Yeah.
Right.
He
So
even came over and
it's
played the
confirmed.
video on my channel. I'm like, all right, dude, biscuit time.
I'll do it again.
All right.
It's weird.
Oh, it's weird.
There's nothing wrong with weird, dude. I promise you.
All right. So here in California, we have this thing called fire season, which is coming up pretty soon here.
Going on right now up near Mammoth and Big Pine. There was an evacuation order went out to Big Pine today. I saw on Facebook and saw several pictures. There's already fires up in Central and going up to Central Northern California already.
Yeah, we're fucked over here. Yeah. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd like to share a video about this subject.
All right. Well, while you're pulling that up, I'll go ahead and play this video real quick.
Yeah, do your thing.
I know I usually do the haha funny videos, but what happened in the U.S. House of Representatives today is so serious. I feel like I had to directly address it because not only did they approve this bill, which would increase the U.S. military spending budget to $1.5 trillion fucking dollars, but they approved Section 219 of this bill, which would integrate the United States military with the fucking Israeli military. We would give them all of our intelligence, all of our secrets, all of our designs in technology with them, and they would have access to our facilities. We would literally become the United States of fucking Israel. And every single person who voted yes in this just committed treason. You dogs, you absolute pigs, you are representatives. You work for us. You don't work for the companies. You don't work for another country. Certainly not fucking Israel, who was committing genocide. And 6 Democrats voted yes on this. 7 Republicans voted no. But if all the Democrats voted no, we wouldn't be in this mess. So now it's up to the Senate. And I pray to God we get out of this mess. So call your representatives. I don't care how red pill your state is. I don't care how blue. Every single person needs to call your representative. You tell them, if you vote yes on this bill, I will make goddamn sure you never step foot in office again, you piece of shit. I cannot explain to you how serious this is. We will become the United States of Israel. Treason was committed today in Congress, and no one is doing anything about it. Please help us.
Make a phone call. Tell them they suck. It's not going to change anything.
Yeah, call 911. Israel's fucking us over.
Yeah,
really?
Watch how fast.
It's a little too late for the United States of Israel. We already got there, didn't we?
They need a 60-seat majority.
Hey, where that boy's going wrong right there is the fact that he thinks that there's somehow we can fucking vote our way out of this. This shit's already a done deal. The rest of it's all just theatrics. Okay?
Well, it's got him.
They've already done that. We're already the United States of Israel, united slaves of Israel is what we've become. This government that we have, supposedly, they're not governing us, they're looting us.
Yep. Sure are.
And they're illegitimate. They're completely 100% illegitimate. Everybody in this nation right now is well within their rights to completely disregard every fucking thing that has to do with government.
Yep. And they're doing it with your tax money, whether you like it or
boy.
not.
I wish I had more information in regards to being a lawyer or a politician, but
I don't know anything about that shit. Yeah.
So, anyways, it's a pretty short video, but this is in regards to the fire season that's coming up here in California, and I have very, very personal information in regards to this. But for the time being, one of the videos I was trying to share was removed. Can't find it anymore.
Oh, why is that?
I don't know. I watched it 3 days ago, and it's gone now. But it was online for 10 years or something. Now it's gone. But here you go. This is from Greg Reese. I met him in Vegas in 2023. So here you go.
Recent numbers tell us that 88 people have died, 631 people are missing, and over 13,000 homes have been completely destroyed by the strange fire in Paradise, California. And more than half of this damage occurred within the first 4 hours.
You said that your outbuildings and your house and the houses around you all started to burn at once.
I know that all my stuff started to burn at once, and then my neighbor right across the street, dozens of fires sprang up all around me and below me without, they're far in front of the fire line without any falling burning embers.
Completely ignored by the mainstream media, the anomalous nature of this fire is being reported on by only a few independent journalists. Recently, Shelley Lewis from Supposedly Shelley interviewed 2 California firemen about the strange anomalies they have been seeing firsthand in Paradise. In the trailer park, the steel frame foundations, only a foot off the ground, were all completely warped, bent, and mangled. Every car and truck was completely torched. Every single rubber tire was burned into oblivion, and all that remained was the steel belt system from within. The temperatures were hot enough to melt aluminum. They were hot enough to melt glass. And they were hot enough to decimate every single last thing inside the home, which makes these fires at least 3 times hotter than your average house fire. And yet some things were inexplicably untouched by this super intense heat. Pristine carports with torched automobiles beneath them, next to homes completely burned to ash. Plastic trash cans untouched. The firemen observed that plastics attached to metal completely melted, while plastics by themselves seemed to somehow survive what must have been extraordinary heat. They found an isolated, unattached electrical generator that was completely burned out, like the cars, but the surrounding area was untouched. They discovered a smart meter inside of an enclosed box that completely burned out from its own wiring. They suspect that it could have been the start of some of these fires. Other investigators are observing how guardrails have caught fire where the metal bolts connect to the wood. And many are wondering what type of fire ignites metals while sparing plastic and surrounding trees.
Electric, man.
Microwaves ignite metal. And 4 years ago, the U.S. Navy demonstrated a directed energy weapon by burning a hole in a truck and destroying a moving target at sea. According to naval research, the weapon system performs flawlessly and is capable of destroying its target with pinpoint accuracy. The mountains surrounding the Paradise fires are riddled with anomalous scars, as if a laser beam scorched swaths of forest while leaving the rest untouched. It is indeed a terribly sordid mystery, and nothing comes but silence from official sources. My first video report on this subject, entitled "The California Wildfires and Agenda 21, was deleted from my channel by YouTube. They wrote me that, upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines. In that video, we pointed out how these strange fires are all in the same areas the United Nations Agenda 21 has proposed to be off limits to human use. For newswars.com, this is Greg Reese.
You know, that fire scar going all the way up through there matches up perfectly with where they want to put that high-speed rail. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, so right here in the Bay Area, San Jose, that's where I live. San Jose.
Do you know the way to San Jose?
I hopefully not. Get the fuck out. All right, so that's just wildfire season. It's coming up.
Yeah, I got one of the wildfires springing up all at the same time from I guess a high altitude view. The ones in Canada.
Yeah,
now listen, that one that happened there in Paradise that video was in, I had just come through there a short while before, and there was smoke in the air and stuff, but the fire was still a good distance away. And within the hour after I had left out of there, that place went out. Boom. I had just driven through there, man.
Yeah, it travels very, very long. It's like hundreds of miles.
The other thing too is they were saying during last week that Lake Mead is really low, like real lower than it's ever been. The other thing was they were talking about the power generation station shutting down if it drops another 28 feet. If it goes down 3 more stories, 10 feet a story, that's it. They got to shut the power off because that's it. So them having fires on top of this with low water, California's already shitty at water, and now you got fires on top of it. Well, they have to pump it from the sea. I don't know how they're going to do. Well, I mean, they could drop those planes down.
Saudi Arabia, the UAE, all these places in the Middle East have been doing this for years, decades. Oh, we can't do that here in California? Yeah, we can.
When they cut off the water supply before they did all this stuff, several cities in this area in Southern California cut the water. The water wasn't there for the fire department to use when this.
Yeah, it was when they had those other fires a while ago.
Yeah.
And they all those retention stuff that they had for emergency purposes was all empty.
Well, I got a question for Dave. So, in your area of Harrisonburg, do you have?
Well, I'm north of Harrisonburg, but yeah.
Oh, well, in that general area. So, do you have? Are you paying taxes towards the fire department, or is it volunteers?
Where I live at, I'm not over in Rockingham County, so they have paid fire out there. Where I'm at, it's volunteer.
Yeah, Virginia. That's what I found out. It's a lot of volunteer.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell you what, they do a hell of a job too.
Yeah, it's
Do a hell of a
half and
job. These
half.
guys
Right?
have been at work, and that fire whistle go off, and you see guys drop their fucking nail belt and hammer and shit, and they go get in their truck, and you're gone. And if something come on their radio in their truck and shit, they're gone. That's it. They got to go take care of it. And so you know a lot of the people that are in the fire department. They're your neighbors, and there's like an envelope goes out every so often asking for donations. And they get donations. That's how they operate. Yeah, they're not paid. They're just people who fucking care and want to, protect the community.
Yeah, I volunteered as an electrician, and they were like, "Yeah, come along." But I was not part of the actual crew going to fight fires. I was there more for the building.
Huh.
Up here, it's a mix. The bigger towns use a normal fire, department. The smaller towns all have auxiliaries. So the bigger main is where the bigger garage is, and they have a lot of equipment, and then the stuff kind of around it as it fades off a little bit is all auxiliary shit. Because
the reason I was bringing this up is because it's fire season here pretty soon. Actually, right now.
Right now, it's happening.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's happening right now. I've
Get
been
ready.
seeing. I'm subscribed to a lot of community pages from the area where I lived at out there, and they've already been posting shit about the Big Pine getting an evacuation order. Mammoth is under danger. All that, all up through there. They got several fires going all at once. So yeah, I think they're doing it on purpose, 100%. And these people here are behind it. Look at this beautiful woman. Huh?
Oh, yeah.
That's Evelyn de Rothschild. And she has a really interesting little pendant. This
Oh, no way.
pendant, little Baphomet pendant that they wear. Listen to this. Nice jewelry, Mom. What the fuck? That's Evelyn.
Carat gold.
This is pretty interesting. This is I guess this was on MS, whatever the news thing is. It's one of them that changed their fucking
Now.
name. Yeah, MS Now. But it's pretty interesting what they had on this Chiron. And then they changed it real quick when he was at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. It says Trump rambles about ballroom chandeliers at White House Correspondents' Dinner. We'll watch it. It'll change real quick.
To be honest, it's just about the only way that they're going to ever get me back here. You're gonna
Trump speaks in White House Correspondents'.
They just changed it.
Said he was fucking rambling. And he was. He told a bunch of all he did was insult people.
Yeah.
He told jokes that just fucking fell flat.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a disaster. He really
So
was.
nobody knows chandeliers like me, okay? I'm the best at chandeliers.
Oh, this might be the one.
Why do they even have a correspondence dinner? We have a dinner with all the people that we supposedly hate.
Well, they had to have a new one. They had to have a new one because of
right, because of the whole assassination.
Yeah, where the guy somehow ended up naked on the floor, handcuffed.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? Still have not figured that out. Nobody's talking about it.
Sounds like a good time in Washington, D.C., if you ask me.
Jesus, clothing optional fucking correspondence dinner, I guess.
Naked guy handcuffed in floor in D.C. That sounds like
that's just a
pretty,
typical
normal
Tuesday.
day. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be something they require a suit, coat, and tie, and that's all you show up in?
You're like, what do you
Just
mean?
wear one of those T-shirt suits.
Yeah, right. and no pants, nothing. Just
yeah, exactly.
What do you mean I can't come to the correspondence dinner in a toga?
Right? Why? Who says? Is there a dress code?
Toga.
Damn. Oh, this is the broad going on about the space.
Call me what you want, but guys, it is all a show. As we speak right now, as I am posting this video, CBS is live with NASA out in outer space. I literally closed my eyes and I said, God, please give me something to disprove all of this BS, because we know they never made it to outer space. We know about the firmament, and we know they never went to the moon. Okay, we know all of this. I'm watching the comments and people are commenting like, look, it's pitch black. There are no stars. And then all of a sudden, guess what NASA does? Boop, there's stars. I was screen recording and guess what I caught? I caught the green screen. Here we go. Okay, so here's a live video. He's moving around. She's telling him to fix things. You can read the comments. No one is buying this anymore. No one believes in this crap. But anyway, I had to zoom in, and that's when I saw it. Look at this. It's absolutely see-through, guys. It's see-through. I mean,
can you see that? The stars through the
Yeah,
object?
you can see it through it, yeah.
if you weren't, crazy like me, you would have never noticed it. If you don't screen record and you zoom in, you can't find, look at that. Wow. Live right now on NASA, billions of tax dollars getting wasted for Hollywood productions. Look at the parts move. You can tell it's green screen. The stars aren't even... Guys, come on. Work with me here. Look at this crap. Live right now. Go check it out. It's awesome.
Yeah, welcome to the joke.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. That's what I feel like. All these people that are discovering this shit for the first time, they're getting their aha moments and shit. I'm loving it, and it's making the Globetards fucking crazy, and that explains why they keep doing what they do. Like I've said so many times, they're part of an intelligence op. They're all part of an intelligence op.
Yep.
They've
Yes, they
just
are.
recently shown that Toon is part of an intelligence op.
Oh, come on. He's just a concerned parent.
A
Is he
parent?
really a parent?
Yeah, I don't think
To
so.
Mother
I
Earth.
I think he's gay as shit, man. I don't think he's a parent of anything, unless he just kind of did that out of obligation so you could maintain a beard.
optics.
But I do. I think the dude's is a flaming queer. I do.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
No, for sure.
No.
We're talking in absolutes on now.
Yeah, well, hey, Scotty, New York City said it right. All the world's a stage.
Get your tickets. Get your wolf tickets.
Here's what we were talking. Here's what he was talking about on those fires. It's only like 8 seconds long, but it shows they all start at the same time. That's just shit.
Check out the satellite image of how these wildfires started in Canada. Wildfires don't start simultaneously like this. Check out the satellite image of how these wildfires started in Canada. Wildfires don't start simultaneously like this.
So a little bit more evidence to support the idea that these are manufactured.
Dude, it smells like burnt rubber.
Yeah, I know. It did. It smelled like that here from the
Yeah,
Canada
here
fire.
too. Yeah, for the last couple of days, it don't. You go outside, it don't even smell like a burning fire. It smells like someone's burning tires.
Yeah.
Smells like burning plastic.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of everything, really. Anything but what they say it is. Let's put it that way.
They caught a couple of guys in Italy when they had the big fire things last year. They caught a couple of guys in Italy starting fires while all the other fires were going on. They got caught riding dirt bikes and starting fires.
I don't think these are fires at all. I think they're geoengineered.
They could be.
They're coming from the sky, man.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but I'm just saying.
They could have.
Yeah, and not from space, just from high altitude.
Right.
That's all they need to do is be high enough that you can't see them, And listen, man, they've got balloons up there all over the fucking place, man, that you're not seeing because they're too small. You're not going to see them. Like the Chinese eye balloon, that was just one of theirs that fucking came down. They had to make a big show about it. Let's make it into a propaganda story. Okay.
Yeah, Chinese are spying on us.
Yeah, Chinese is not. Well, why are they using balloons? I thought they had satellites.
Why would they even need? We all got phones. What the fuck would they need a balloon for?
I know, right? God,
like,
right?
Come on, man. Like, Jesus.
People believe that shit, too. People believe that shit. Anyway, here's some guy called into. This is kind of interesting. He's a average normie, sounds like to me. But he called into C-SPAN in regards to the rambling at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Oh, listen, I got a little montage of the bullshit he said. It's funny as hell.
But as far as the Correspondents' Dinner, I was laughing for the wrong reasons. It was so bad. You know, the world is watching this speech, and I'm embarrassed for America that we have somebody that is so bitter about being treated unfairly and complaining about all these hurts that are done to him because he's so wonderful and perfect in everything that he does. I just found it frustrating to listen to, but I listened to the whole thing, and I love the dinner, and thank you for taking my call.
Well, Scott, the president said it's a hot ticket. And when the president shows up, do you agree that no matter who the president is, it's a hot ticket?
Oh, it is. And, you know, the respect for the office is always there. It doesn't mean that you have to totally believe everything that the person that holds the office is telling the truth. But yes, the respect for the president of the United States, no matter who's in there, has to be for the office holder. But at the same time, the free press is allowed to say, hey, the office holder is really not saying good things. He's making billions of dollars he's made more money as a president than the last 50 presidents combined have made while they're in office. And he's doing it all in the open. And our national debt is my biggest concern, and how it's going to affect our finances. And I wish there was more talk about that.
Okay.
Because
why do people say that? Like, respect for the office holder. Like, these are all known criminals, right?
I know.
They have
man.
to.
It's like,
Because
so
if they say it
what we have-
publicly
what-
in front of the audience and the public, they can be crucified, essentially. You know,
But I'm saying, like, what is
Why do I have to respect the office?
Right. What did they ever do? Just because?
Yeah, because somebody said, hey,
some
this is
kind
a
of
high
prestigious.
falutin.
It's like a king or something. What is he, a
Yeah.
king? Like,
This
oh,
is
he's
some
on the
kind of a-
throne. I gotta respect him.
Some kind of a highfalutin office that you have to respect. Bow your head. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. You know, what the fuck? I don't have any respect for that. Any authoritarians at all.
No, you shouldn't.
No. I don't need you to tell me what the fuck to do. I don't need you at all, man. I'm not questioning your authority. I'm denying its existence, man. Where does this come from? What is this witchcraft that allows you to be cut from a finer cloth than everyone else merely because your fat ass sits in a certain chair? What the hell is that? I don't know, probably soiling his chair all the time too. They'll have to replace that when he dies. Well, that'll be. What do you think the reaction is going to be when that actually happens? When he actually assumes room temperature, however it may happen.
What do you think the reaction's going to be?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I feel like because there is still a majority of the public that's brainwashed. I feel like they rally around. It happens with every country. It's ain't just the U.S. Like, they kind of rally around the president or whatever, the prime minister, when something like that happens. But I think slowly, as more information is being revealed about these people in the day and age that we live in with the internet and all that, that it's people are less and less inclined to think that way.
Yeah,
I think the majority is shifting, but I think the majority is still there.
Well, have you ever noticed how people, somebody dies, then all of a sudden for some reason they're a good person now because they died.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like,
I've always
no, all
said
they
that.
did was assume room temperature. They're still a fucking asshole. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If they were alive right now, you thought they were an asshole when they were breathing.
Right.
And if they were breathing today, you'd still think they were an asshole. What changed?
They start making up these things. Oh, when he entered the room, his smile just lit up the room. It's like, you ain't never said that while he's alive, but all of a sudden he dies, and all of a sudden his smile lit up the room, huh?
He was really close to Jesus. What that really means is that every time he walked into a room, everybody went, "Oh, Jesus Christ, is it you again?"
Right. Yeah, I've never could figure that one out. It's like,
so I know. This has happened. I worked in a fabrication shop, and there was this foreman. He was just a son of a bitch. He was. Everybody hated that motherfucker. They hated his ass. It wasn't a day went by somebody didn't want to just beat the fuck out of him or wish him dead or some other kind of thing. Anyway, I come in on a Monday morning. Everybody's kind of standing around. I says, "What's going on?" He said, "Oh, you didn't hear?" I said, "Hear what?" He said, "Oh, Ed was on his way home Friday and he got hit by a train, man. Killed him." I said, "Good. That son of a bitch." I said, "Who's going to take his place? I hope it's somebody better than him."
Yeah.
"Oh, you shouldn't speak ill of the dead." And I'm like, motherfucker, if he was here right now, you'd all be hating his fucking ass like you did every other day. Just
right. What's the only difference?
Got creamed by a train don't make him a good person at all. He was an asshole. Okay? Good riddance. Sorry. Good riddance.
So what would you do if you're cussing that guy out to his face and then he just dropped dead of a heart attack? Oh, I didn't mean it.
No, I'd be, whoa.
You start singing his praises all of a sudden or what?
I'd be going, yeah, right. Myself, if that happened, I'd be going, "I have the power."
Yeah, right. Darth Vader over here.
Yeah, I could not be trusted with the Force. No, remote choking seems like such a viable option. So many times it just like
I don't know
across the room.
There's been a couple occasions where I worked with people like that, and then they had some kind of like health problem.
Was the train okay?
And I thought, you know what, that guy was an asshole. But you know what? I'm going to send him something, or I'm going to send him a card, or I'm going to, go around and ask everybody to sign it. And everybody was like, "I ain't signing that." So I was the only person that put my name on that card. That was the only person. I wrote him a card and said, "Hey, man, I hope you get well soon." I didn't like the guy either, but, I sent him a card, and he came back eventually, whatever his health thing he had, came back, and he beelined right to me and thanked me for sending that card. He didn't change. He went right back to being an asshole. Nothing changed. And I was like, damn it, they were right.
You got that card, and he's like, I must be doing something right. I have fans.
Yeah. He went right back to it.
Jesus Christ.
But I mean,
well, would have probably changed him, let him catch people dressed in dark clothing trying to pull his plug or whatever while he's in the house. I told my dad that one time. I says, if you don't quit misbehaving, I said, I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna pull the plug. He says, "I don't have a plug." I says, "Well, I'll plug you into something and then unplug it. All right, I'll knock it off." So anyway, Tucker Carlson, he's getting supposedly pretty serious on shit. He said he's calling for Trump and all elected officials pushing for American-Israeli military merge to face Nuremberg-style treason charges.
Yep, that's what should happen.
I agree. Like I said, this government,
100%.
all of it is illegitimate. 100%.
They're literally putting things on their door that they might as well just put a sign on their door that says, "I take money for influence."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's just what they're doing. They should be out of that job. And
Well, that video I showed the other day, guy went down one of the halls of Congress.
Yeah.
He went,
That's the one I saw.
and every one of them fucking offices had some shit about I suck Israel's dick.
Yep.
Okay, I'm a bit naive in regards to the Nuremberg penalties. Was it hanging or was it death by bullet?
They were hanged. I got an echo from somewhere.
Same person.
Is it Andrew again?
Yeah. Oh shoot, what was I gonna say now? About evil. So I know we talk about how, evil is evil no matter what. And I was just talking about how the majority of people are NPCs for the most part. But it's like, do you think that some of this is a necessary evil in a way to wake people up?
I have that has occurred to me more than once. That I'm like, maybe that's the ticket. That's what it needs. And I'm a true believer that cold, harsh reality will wake people the fuck right up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, some. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got people that don't. But as far as the NPCs, they're gonna toe the system line because that's how they're programmed.
Yeah.
They can't be changed.
No,
they can't be.
Cheetah never changes.
Any one of them can turn into Agent Smith at any moment. Yes. These are the people that are all the time, call the police, call the police, call the police. I'm a person that said there is nothing you can do to make a situation worse than to call the police. I'm sorry. I like that on James Freeman had that on his computer on a screensaver. And it said, cops are like a box of chocolates. They'll kill your dog. Yeah, I don't listen, man. We don't, and people think that they're somehow proactive and having more police is going to make less crime. No, having more police is going to result in more quote unquote crime because there ain't going to be anything for them to do and they're going to manufacture fucking crimes.
No, arming the public will cause less crime.
That's exactly right.
Or I shouldn't say public, but you know what I'm saying.
People stop being a corporate slave, man.
Right.
Be a free man upon the land. You have the inalienable right to defend yourself. That's all. Cats have claws and they're allowed to defend themselves if that's what they use them for. Other animals have various defense mechanisms. Human beings, not so much. Outside of our fists, not so much. So we've come up with ways to invent defenses, and it's led up to guns. And that's what we have. Okay. Knives. But keep this in mind. Everything is a fucking weapon. Everything is a weapon. Think that way.
So a rutabaga is a weapon.
Yeah.
Can be
if you use it right.
Slingshot it at something hard enough.
A fucking rutabaga?
Yeah, put it in one of them little fucking plastic baggies that they got at the produce and swing that fucker
Put
around
it in
and
a
hit
sock.
somebody upside the head.
Shoot it out of a potato cannon.
Goddamn right, bro. See, everything's a weapon. I got this pretty little this little crystal ball with Metatron's cube in it right here, and that motherfucker, I could kill somebody with that easily.
Allegedly.
So keep that in mind. Everything's a fucking weapon.
Can be.
It is. It is. If you just think that way, it'll help you be more resourceful if you need to be.
But not a rutabaga. I mean, come on, it's a little excessive.
David Koresh said skunk defense is Trump defense.
Yeah, when he feels threatened and in danger, he shits himself.
Yeah. It's like a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Everybody just moves away from him fast.
I forgot
that
what
is
this
funny,
was.
though. They'd be like, yeah.
I forgot what this was that I brought up.
What'd you kill him with? That was celery.
Hypothetical. Let's say we quadrupled the amount of police that are on the police force in a very large city, say New York City. which basically creates a police state.
Okay, well, we're already have that. New York City is the largest police force in the entire world.
I'm saying we quadruple it.
Okay.
Is that going to increase or decrease or stabilize?
It's not going to do anything.
Did you say that you said you had cop friends, right, Andrew?
Yep.
Would you fight against them if the time came?
I've never seen them in action, so I
That
don't
wasn't
know.
my question, though.
That wasn't the question.
Would I fight against them?
If the time came, yeah.
Depending on the situation, yes.
All right.
It's sort of like you don't get to pick which red coats are good ones. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like that, all red coats are targets. That's how that works. There's the idea that there are good cops. If there were good cops, there wouldn't be any bad cops. It's systemic. They're corrupt. The fact that they're there to, in reality, their job is to protect your rights, but they hate the fact that you have any rights because they want to violate those rights all the time. They're addicted to ID. You have any ID? They always do this with their fingers too. You have any ID? Can I see your ID? No, you can't. What are we doing? A puppet show here? Fucking tyrants.
The Republican Party has decided that the interest of Israel is more important than the interest of the United States. There are a couple of exceptions, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Thomas Massey, and they were driven out of the Republican Party. So it tells you what the priority is. The priority is serving Israel. And even if I liked Israel, which I do not, because it's committing genocide, I think we deserve sovereignty. So it's really that simple. Well, I think America lost its sovereignty many years ago. I mean, CIA and Mossad have worked together, in some cases really as one, for over 60 years. I mean, and of course, Mossad has fed repeatedly disinformation lies to American policymakers over decades, including the lie that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. That fundamentally came from Israel. There's no dispute about that. The lie that killing the Ayatollah, the Shiite Pope, would lead to the collapse of the Iranian government. No American intelligence agency said that. Mossad said that. And Netanyahu told Trump that. So there's a long track record of the United States, its people, its 350 million people, being misused by Israeli intelligence. And so the idea that you would merge them formally is a generational disaster. It's also humiliating, of course. It says to the people of the United States, you have no control over your own country. You were told this is yours. You run it. You own it. You're a shareholder in this enterprise.
Isn't it a form of treason?
And so, well, it's the definition of treason. It's the definition. This is treason. This is acting against your own nation on behalf of a foreign nation. But a lot of Americans are waking up to the fact it's not a minor problem. It's not an ancillary problem. It's not just something we should fix in the future. It is the problem that led us into a war that's ending American empire and going to cause massive economic disruption here and in Europe. So the idea that the Republican Party would support a merger of US and Israeli intelligence, IDF and Pentagon is so deranged that, you know, you have to root for treason trials, for Nuremberg trials at some point. And the president could veto it. He won't, because he's a slave to Israel. We're against genocide. We're against book burning. That's what we learned from the Nazi period. And all of a sudden you wake up and we're like, no, genocide's totally fine as long as Israel's doing it. In fact, it's not genocide. In fact, if you call it genocide, you're the bad person. What? No. The person committing genocide is the bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
Who the fuck is that whale just sitting there shaking her head?
You know who I think it is? I think it's that broad that said that Clinton raped her.
Lewinsky?
No.
Oh, not her.
Another Jew.
Yeah.
See how they morph into that beastly.
Starts with a J, doesn't it? Jew. I'm just kidding. But doesn't it start with a J? Yeah.
Paula Jones.
Paula Jones. There you go.
She easily weighs 3 times the average of maybe 4 times of what should be.
But them boobies, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the belly fat and the ass fat. Anyways.
Well, that's like having more booby. Extra ones.
All right.
right? Get twofers on that.
Twofers.
I'll pass.
Bofa.
You don't like the fupa? What's up, man?
Nope.
You don't like the fupa?
Nope.
Oh, man. What about you? I like the fupa.
Big girls don't cry. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, do you know why big girls give good head?
They don't have anything else to do.
They have to.
Okay.
Okay.
I was pretty close.
No, it's not true. Big girls need love too. Watch Bad Santa. Did you ever see
I've
Bad
done that.
Santa? You seen Bad Santa?
Yeah,
He's in the big girls section of the fucking store, railing some broad in the changing room.
Yeah, right in the ass. Yeah.
He's like, and poor John Ritter. That character was so funny. He's just like so. Oh my god. Oh, I shouldn't be hearing this type of thing. That's his whole persona. It was so funny. Bernie Mac. He's just like this.
Oh man. R.I.P.
Peter W said elbow fat is sexy.
Elbow fat. Yeah, man. The little schwa when
What
they
the
open their
fuck is it?
You like back titties?
No.
Show the woman with the front ass.
Yeah, man. Look, there's a lot to be said to the back to the front.
What's dancing girls?
Oh my god.
You got the back to the front. Watch this. Look how this is.
Now let me see you drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor, then. Now lean in.
How do you have sex with No, please don't.
That got to be jelly jam. Don't shake it like that, boy. Tell you what.
Your mom is so fat. She sat on her iPhone and turned into an iPad.
So, I mean, she's got the moves too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, how many other girls that?
You got to come down to the candy shop and check her out on the pole one
factory.
night.
Yeah, until she's naked, in case you run away.
No. Are you kidding me? Nah.
She's got good agility for a girl her size.
Tell you what.
She does.
Find out who she is. Get her naked.
Very limber.
On camera. And then you'll fucking turn that shit off.
She works at Cubby's strip club, man.
Mm-hmm. Never seen the place? Oh. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
They're like, and now out comes Chunky Tinsel.
That's getting more disturbing as it goes on.
All right. Try this then. What about this?
So I know sharks have multiple sets of teeth, but humans shouldn't have multiple sets of chins.
Yeah, she got more chins in a Chinese phone book, ain't she?
Yeah, I think so.
How about this?
Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big.
I like that when she goes splash, everything just goes. You know what I'm saying?
It's just.
How about this?
On her back. Left cheek, right cheek, both cheeks. Left cheek, right cheek, both cheeks.
Huh?
That's impressive.
It is. It is. She's quite agile. So you tell me
up and down with a bunch of lard doesn't make someone
4 cheeks.
That's total fupa manipulation going on right there.
Some guys like that.
Not me. Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
Because they're desperate.
You racist.
Yeah. You know what? I am racist. Fine. Go ahead.
I like races. It makes me a racist. I like watching races. At Dale Earnhardt, rest his soul. He was a good racist.
He died?
Yeah, he got killed in a crash, man. Long
On
time
the
ago.
job?
Long time ago, Dale Earnhardt got wiped out in a car crash, man.
I apologize. I'm not really into that. But
Oh, yeah. Rough shit going on there. Then you got who's that one? The rainbow faggot. Jeff Gordon.
See, you said it. You said it.
What?
There you go.
Rainbow faggot.
Put my strip club in the back chat there. The Candy Factory is my latest purchase.
All right.
Had to
Put your
dig
hands together.
that up.
Put your hands together for
I
Chunky
wish I could
Tinsel.
make it bigger.
Limber Kimber.
Wish I could make it bigger, but
that's what she said.
There it is.
I just want to state this. That
Go to the next one, I guess. Oh, sorry.
I'm not the doorman.
There you go. Welcome to the Candy Factory, guys.
That's it, baby.
That was on my way to the Pawpaw Festival. Keep your
There you
paws
go.
up.
It's confirmed.
Oh my word in heaven. Where am I at? I'm over here now. Wait a second. Oh, I shouldn't have I should have.
A few months from now, I'll be going to a persimmon festival. You guys ever had persimmons?
No, but I do remember there was some fucking cartoon where there was these little weasels or something that you used to go looking for persimmons all the time.
They're good.
There were weasels, or I don't remember. Do you remember a cartoon like that?
Weasels?
That they was after persimmons all the time. I think it was.
No, all I can think of is Alvin and the Chipmunks, but I
think it was a
what you're
Hanna-Barbera.
Weasels,
I know what to do. You can ask these fucking computers anything.
Hanna-Barbera.
What do you just say?
Who's the what was it?
It kind of looks like a tomato.
What was the race that they? What, persimmon?
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
No, that's not it. Paula Persimmon. No, that's not it.
I thought you were looking up the weasels on Hanna-Barbera.
there you go, Saul. Saul, I put a video in private chat, persimmons.
Oh, I know what they are. I'm looking for the little animal cartoon.
Weasels.
I was really little when those was on. It's hard for me to remember what it was. Oh well, it's not going to matter. They're little orange things.
My grandfather used to grow persimmons and plums and pretty much everything else, but I don't recall ever knowing the taste of them.
They're good. I don't know how to describe. I guess they got kind of like a mango-y flesh.
Well, he grew them, and then my grandmother used them for jelly and jam and
yeah,
so forth.
They're good. I mean, you can bite into them just like an apple.
Lord Racer said these women can be considered slump busters.
There you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Slump busters. There we go.
There you go. That'll get
That should be their gang name, the Slump Busters.
Oh shit. That's good.
That'll get you back in the game.
Sheesh.
And you won't get banned for that. That's an actual acronym. There you go. Or a metaphor.
I'm right on the edge of a slump buster, let me tell you.
And you find out what military documentation call these cell towers, you will never look at them the same again.
Look at the DoD documents, and you look at some other, deep level documents, which I'll be happy to share with you if any of your listeners want to see some of this stuff. Don't refer to those towers as cell phone towers. They refer to those as directed energy weapons, DEWs. They actually refer to your phone as a DEW, directed energy weapon, your router as a directed energy weapon, Well, I couldn't go much further because they have to control you through frequencies. That's how they control you. And mostly through extremely low frequencies, heart frequencies, megahertz frequencies, 3, 4, 5G, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10G frequencies, gigahertz frequencies, microwave frequencies, radio frequencies. They can do it through music as well.
Wow.
But there's always the opposite of that too, like the good music with the solfeggio tones. And that's when you get into, they also want a lot of metals in your body. They need a lot of metals in your bodies as transducers and as receivers. And they want you to be exposed to all these EMFs and all these frequency devices.
Oh shit. Wait, where was I at? That's, and they get you used to it. You're going to need it so you can use this little fucking device we've got you hooked up to now. So that you're constantly...
That definition was a bit vague, but good enough.
What do you mean?
It's like trying to explain algebra in 30 seconds.
Oh.
I don't get the connection there. Vague would be not enough information to figure out what you're talking about.
That's exactly what I just said.
Well, okay.
Oh.
Hang on here. Wait a second. There we go. All right, so here's oh yeah, I can't. That's going to take too long. But yeah, I heard the airlines are beginning to ban vaccinated people because the pilots are dying, like while they're flying and shit.
Oh.
So now they're, remember you can't fly an airplane unless you have the vaccination. Now what's it going to be? You can't fly the airplane if you've had the vaccination. So these guys lost their jobs doing something to keep their job.
Bring them back. Give them more tea.
Why don't they just only allow the vaccinated pilots to fly vaccinated people?
Hey, there you go. That's
nice. They would kill people.
Well, whatever. They're going to die anyway.
Yeah. It's natural selection.
That's why I see it kind of the same way, man. Well, we're gonna
fly
trigger
the vax skies.
We're gonna trigger some fucking Glovers.
Uh-oh.
Well, the insurance companies just create an airline.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be profitable.
What was that? What was that? Like low budget airline that went out of business?
Spirit.
Spirit. Yeah,
that was
That's
horrible.
the Spirit.
That was like riding in a luggage compartment. You've ever been on a Spirit airline?
I ain't never been on one.
Fucking cramped shit, man.
I hate them all, really.
It's a budget airline, big time.
Yeah, now they're not.
Like DEI skies.
You need to bring back fucking airships, for Christ's sake.
I agree.
Took me all week to get across the country. Just bring trains back. I took you know how many places I went on the trains and buses when I was like in my late teens, early 20s. I went everywhere on the bus, everywhere.
Some of the buses are pretty comfortable. I've gone on quite a few buses before. I enjoy some of them, not all of them.
Trains, I love the trains. They're insanely expensive. They are now.
You meet some of the weirdest fucking people you've ever met in your life, though, at the bus stop on buses.
Yeah, I know.
And on trains too, man.
I've never been on a cross country train, I should say. Like
I went halfway across. I went from Michigan. Well, I took an RV. My friend dropped me off, and then I took the bus from Michigan, from Detroit to New York City, and then from New York City to Boston. And I can tell you now, it was. And I'm from Florida. I went from St. Petersburg to southern New Hampshire on the bus. It took three days, and it broke down in Atlanta, and I was stuck at midnight in Atlanta, Georgia.
Man-made helium.
All right.
I went on a train one time from here. I went from Stanton all the way west to just outside of Vegas. It's called because I didn't. It was I stopped in Vegas because otherwise it goes all the way to LA. It was called the California Zephyr. It's Amtrak.
Oh.
And I met some really weird fucking people. I did, man.
Hold on.
It's like I'm a magnet for that, though. You know, like I remember me and my friend, we were at the Walmart late at night, and some girl just walked up to us and started talking to us and telling us how you can make jailhouse pizza.
Oh, Jesus.
Why are you fucking talking? I'm buzzed out. I'm like, okay. And then she walked away, and I looked at my friend and I said, what the fuck was that, man? He says, I don't know, but now we know how to make jailhouse pizza, I guess.
Yeah, ramen noodles, smash them flat and get every single part of the commissary you can get and just put it on there.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
No, it's completely it's like heart attack season. Oh, it's terrible.
Well, if you're in a terrible place, might as well have the food fit the ambiance, you know.
Ranger pudding.
So
we got a black guy now. Here we go. Let's go.
That's a black guy.
Y'all wanted the truth? Y'all want to know how does the sun only shine further in some areas than others? But can y'all handle the truth though? Look at the sun up there. Look at this. Look at this right over here. Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't that make more sense? Look at the shape of the earth as well too. Look at the shape of the earth. It's all in our faces, bro. Look at that. That's a globe on the inside, but look at the shape of this earth. The little snow globe thing. Look at that, bro. Look, for you guys who are asking about the moon is a reflection of the earth. It is a plasma projection up there, bro. Y'all have no idea. The dome is literally a mirror. But this is why you can line up the geography of the moon with the geography of the earth. It's literally the reflection of earth, bro. Look at this. It's showing you in so many ways how they take the truth and they bend it and they flip it and they make it circular, you know, just to make it seem like all this is true, bro. But it's nothing but lies, bro. I've been telling y'all, we live in a simulation and a matrix. Y'all should know this by now. While everything is acting strange right now, is because we're in a video game. Because what we live in is literally Grand Theft Auto on steroids. There will never be another video game like this. I mean, aren't these laws made up? Aren't these rules made up? Aren't these governments made up? This is Grand Theft Auto. But look at this shit. Look at that. But yeah, bro, everything that we were taught in school is nothing but literal lies. But why? And this is exactly why the Great Reset must take place, because we got nothing but liars and manipulating us, telling us how the earth looks like, and they're not even from this planet. You don't even go here, bro. But let me know what you guys think about the video. The shift is here. We about to see the other realm. Let's continue to get it. Peace out.
It's not a piece of rock. It is plasma. Well, it is by now rather more than a theory. 10 or 11 years ago, I stated to various scientists that the moon is not a piece of rock, but it is plasma phenomena, cosmic plasma.
Sun.
And that this fact will eventually be confirmed. I made several predictions which were already confirmed in 1958, and the situation now
The shift is here. Let's get it.
Yep, put the money on the head. Because, you know, when you...
Oh, sorry.
What did that say? A PBJ with Andrew. I'm getting echoes from you every time, man. A PBJ with a Hostess cupcake smashed in the middle. Okay, well, I make a PB&J and I put potato chips on it.
I put chips on other sandwiches. I've never done on a PB&J.
Yeah, it's good on a PB&J.
You're all weird.
Oh, yeah, says you. Consider the source.
I went and looked up what it costs to go from Boston to Los Angeles. It's 72 hours on the bus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about price was.
So $589.
Wow.
It's cheaper than I would have assumed.
Yeah.
It's Boston South Station to Los Angeles Union Station.
By the way, the echo is not for me. No.
It is.
It is.
It's every time you come up, it's you.
I will share my screen and show you.
It's when you
How is the sharing your screen going to determine if there was a sound issue? I saw the little lights on your thing blinking.
Okay.
As I can tell anybody who's saying anything, or if there's a noise, I can usually tell where it's coming from on the little lights, because they light up, unless they have the little crossbar on their microphone, like D-Man goes from muted to not muted all the time, like he's doing right now.
I'm just doing that on purpose.
Yeah. Anyway, it's no big deal, man. Relax. We're good here. Anyway, I thought this was pretty good. I got a little bit of Schadenfreude out of this one. At the correspondence dinner, Trump had to sit there and listen while Wolf Blitzer announced an award for the Wall Street Journal for their exposing Trump's relationship with Epstein and being responsible for getting some of the files released. I thought that was pretty good. And Trump had to sit there and listen to this fucking shit. Listen to this.
This year's award goes to the Wall Street Journal. The Journal's courageous reporting on President Trump's past relationship with financier Jeffrey Epstein triggered the release of the so-called Epstein files, thousands of documents that might otherwise have remained hidden from the public. And despite the president's threat of a lawsuit, the Journal published a story about a provocative letter to Epstein bearing President Trump's signature. Trump quickly filed a $20 billion lawsuit against the Journal, revealing reporter Khadija Safdar's home address. Her family had to be relocated. The Journal was kicked off of Air Force One, but the reporters continue to file revelatory stories. Please welcome the winners of the Katharine Graham Award from the Wall Street Journal. Khadija Safdar, Sadie Gurman, Annie Linsky, Josh Dawsey again, Alex Leary, Rebecca Ballhaus, and Ryan Barber. Their colleague, Joe Palazzolo, could not attend tonight.
And you see there, because the asshole doxed somebody, Trump did, and they ended up getting like death threats, and they had to move, they had to relocate and shit. And Trump, while he's talking about that, sitting there going, like, you asshole. It's moments like that that I would love to see his head explode. You know, just boom. Finally, the last time, your big fucking toad face is gone. We've heard from you for the last time.
I don't know, man. I just think he's playing a really good role. Just like Biden did.
So much winning.
So much winning. Yes. It's wonderful, isn't it? What was this? This is oh yeah, that's not much. I think we're gonna oh, this one, let me play this one real quick. This is pretty good. Where's that one where it's just a mashup of his stupid shit? This might be it.
Oh, wait, asked, were they playing the beginning of Taste the Biscuit at the end of that clip?
Oh, don't fucking do it to me. Please don't. Please don't do it to me. All right.
Yeah. There's that woman that's somebody smacked her in the mouth.
Got the nut allergy.
Botulism.
Been to Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, look, the president's about to speak. This should be interesting, but I guess it can't get any worse than what we've already seen.
Great to be back at a place that I know very well because I built it, the Trump White House Correspondents Center. What do we do here? Is this supposed to be fun? Sometimes I really do think that some of you don't like me. Don't believe the fake news, but they'll learn their lesson. We have our ballroom. The windows are this thick. I wonder if I could walk out with those chandeliers. Oh, it's going to be so hot. Sloppy Chris Christie, one of the sloppiest human beings you'll ever meet. What about Bruce Springsteen? What the hell happened to that guy? I'm not supposed to say. I'm sure he doesn't like the way I look, but I don't look so bad. Caitlin Collins, she shouldn't get the award. It was a fake. So smile, Caitlin. Just smile. I thought Caitlin had really made it big with a major new sponsorship, but then I informed her that it wasn't her on the Bud Light can. It was Dylan Mulvaney. I'm getting calls, ring. It'll be one of the people in this room that I like, and I'll pick it up. Hello. I was disappointed that Gavin Newsom didn't show up. He recently said that we will lose our country if we don't fight fire with fire. And to be fair, there's only one thing we know about Gavin, and that's that he definitely doesn't want to fight fire with water. He's got a lot of water he never uses. He openly admitted that Kamala was smarter than him. She said, Kamala, I know Democrats, and the word Democrat is something that's come into fashion. I changed the E with a U, and most people don't know that dumb has a B, so we don't have to worry about that. Fake news, good. Pocahontas, good. Don't call him a fat pig. The other day, a senator I knew got a text, a great guy, from his wife. And she said, when you get home, I want to have you immediately come up the stairs and make love to me. And he said, I can't do both. You know what? In other words, does anybody understand this stuff? I think Plattner might have done surprisingly well because we're in the age of Trump. James Telefrico. I said, that guy is Alfred E. Newman, and I'm #1 on TikTok. I mean, somebody's got to be saying something good about me. I believe in the free press more than anyone in this room does. Maybe not quite. All right. And this is somewhat of a scoop. My intention to run for a 4th term as president of the United States. I won 3 times. Now I'm going to do it again. Thank you all. It's been an interesting evening. I didn't really know what to expect, and it's far worse than I actually thought. It's something that we've all shared together because we're all in this room tonight. So I don't feel you treat me fair. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Holy shit!
It's like every one of his jokes that he tried just bombed.
Somebody's writing them for him, obviously.
For sure.
Is anybody getting this stuff? He says, Jesus Christ. No, your delivery sucks. You have bad writers. And basically everybody in this room fucking hates you. That's pretty much where it comes down to right there.
So much winning.
Oh, this was kind of cool. This was kind of cool. I forgot about this. Get over here.
He did say that you would be winning so much that you would beg him to stop winning. Remember?
I am.
Yeah, that's what we didn't know what your definition of winning was. Well, you don't know the difference between incursion and excursion. We already know that. So this is kind of cool. This was a Chinese AI video about potential future wars. But pay attention to the flag. This is that they depict as their enemy.
The ceasefire in the Middle East is in effect.
What happened?
Check it out. adaptation mission.
What the fuck?
Prions are gonna. I told you it was like Star Trek when they put the helmet on him and the little worm climbed in his ear.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that movie Inner Space. You remember that with Dennis Quaid?
Yeah.
Goofy
You know,
movie.
that was kind of an adaptation from a movie back in the 60s called The Fantastic Voyage.
Oh.
Where they miniaturized the submarine and crew.
I thought.
And injected them into the bloodstream of this patient. And they had to find their way to a certain area to take care of a tumor or some shit like that. And it was wild because they're going through and they're being attacked by fucking antibodies. And they're having to shoot the antibodies with a laser cannon and shit.
Rick and Morty did a similar thing too, with the homeless guy.
Yeah, that was really
it wasn't just a Coolio song. The Fantastic Voyage.
The Coolio, that was
CD man.
That's from
Coolio was a truther actually.
I think though the original of that Fantastic Voyage, was it Earth, Wind and Fire or was it Parliament?
Casey and the Sunshine Band. No, I'm wrong.
Come on and join on the Fantastic Voyage. Do. Let me see, Fantastic Voyage.
Right.
Yeah.
Proof of life. Roger, are you still alive? Roger, are you still alive? We need proof of life.
Who?
Roger fell asleep.
Oh no.
It's called Lakeside.
Lakeside, that's right. Come on and ride on the Fantastic Voyage. That was a good jam, man.
Interstellar's gay. That's a terrible movie.
Interstellar, yeah.
It's for retards.
What's this one? Oh, here's rock. Here's
Richie from Boston here sent me money to fix my truck.
What is this? Jordan Maxwell. Almost called him Maxwell Jordan.
Yeah, that works.
Most people have never heard this, but try and follow what I'm going to tell you. There are two kinds of law on the earth. One is called civil law, which is the law of the land, and one is called maritime admiralty, which is called the law of water. The maritime admiralty is banking law, and the law on the maritime admiralty says that you, because you came out of your mother's water, are a maritime admiralty product. This is why the ship is sitting in its berth and is tied to the dock, and the captain has to give a certificate of manifest to the port authority because money is changing hands. This is why when you were born, you have to have a birth certificate. And it's got to be signed by the dock because that's where the ship is tied to, is the dock. So the dock signs your birth certificate. Why? Because you came down out of your mother's water. You came down her birth canal. You are a maritime admiralty product. And therefore, your birth certificate is signed by your mother. And where your mother signed on the birth certificate, get it, you will see it does not say parent or mother. It says informant. Your mother was informing the bank that she has just produced another product to be bought and sold. England, the British Crown, through international banking, owns your physical body, and that's the law. So the bottom line is that you are a maritime admiralty product, and therefore the banks own your body.
Oh, you hear that? SunTrust owns your fucking ass right there, buddy. You better believe it. If you don't, we have ways of making you believe it. That's all. What is this one? Let's see what this one is. Sitting here thinking.
Yeah, I've played Jordan Maxwell stuff before. Everybody's always got mixed feelings.
Yeah.
He's one of those 80-20 guys. He tell you 20% truth and 80%. Yeah. Alex Jones type.
Oh, God, yeah. Did you see... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say... but he did have some good information nonetheless.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of good information. But I think in order for you to be able to get to that, I don't know, maybe you have to, if you go full truth, like they say, never go full retard. that they'll end up fucking offing you. You know what I'm saying?
Probably, yeah. I mean, more than likely.
So yeah, listen to this. All that thing that he did at that correspondence dinner is just stand there and insult people. That's all he did. That's all he did when he did that shit, man. Listen to this.
But this year, the association decided not to have a comedian, so they considered using Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon. These guys, they're terrible. They're terrible. Stephen Colbert. These are people without talent. They get a lot. They have talent. You know who has talent? Their agent getting them the money they get. They have no talent. But they are not comedians. They're not funny people. They're angry people. They're sick people. But the association really put on a big.
For him to say that, like that, you know, he's trying to make a joke. And they decided not to have a comedian, so they were going to have Jimmy Kimmel. And like a couple people chuckled. Nobody got it. Everything's falling flat. As he goes on to tell about how these guys have no talent. Meanwhile, here he is with absolutely no fucking talent to a dead audience. You know what I'm saying? And it reminds me of, did you ever see the movie Good Morning Vietnam? And
Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah,
Robin
you remember
Williams.
there was that asshole lieutenant?
Yeah.
There was that asshole lieutenant that wanted him to play dorky music and everything else like that, and said he's not funny. I can tell jokes, right? Well, then he gets rid of Cronauer off the air, and he tries to take his place, and he tries to tell jokes, and it's terrible. And this is what it reminds me of right there. He doesn't think Cronauer was. The other guy didn't think Cronauer was funny. The audience loved him, right? But because he didn't love him and he thought he could do a better job, he got up there and he tried it and he fell flat, just like this fucking buffoon is doing.
Big show, and they have somebody very special. I look forward to seeing him. And so they thought about going with a professional clown for entertainment, but Adam Shifty Schiff was not available. You know, he's known, I called him, I hate some people, you know, I shouldn't say this, I'm not supposed to hate, I'm supposed to love everybody. But he's a terrible person, he's a liar. And I called him Watermelon Head because he has the largest head I've ever seen with the smallest neck, pencil neck. How does that big, fat, ugly head stand on a little pencil neck? And then I'm told that even Rosie O'Donnell reached out from Ireland. She really wanted to be here in order to honor me. She loves me very much, and she was desperate to come back to the United States and pay her respect to Donald J. Trump. But that didn't work out, unfortunately, because nobody wanted her to come back.
Flat, dead, nobody laughing. He's trying to make jokes, and it's not working.
Yep. It's like when he came in 2026, he was doing jokes to a laugh track, and then they took the laugh track away. That's what it feels like, you know.
This is I thought this was pretty good. Here's what you do about the flock.
Did everybody pass out? Like
I think so.
Andrew passed out. Roger passed out.
No, I'm not passed out.
Sure you weren't.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say.
Check out this city council comment.
Jacob Petrosky, 194 South Amador Trail. Good evening. I hope you guys have been having a great summer. I know I have. I've spent the last several months talking to people all over Casa Grande, and one thing keeps coming up: safety. So today I'm excited to announce a new company called Shepherd Safety. Our mission is simple: keep government officials and their families safe. We're launching satellites to watch over Casa Grande day and night. Our AI will monitor where government officials go, where they stop, who they meet with, and when they return home. We've already started collecting and building profiles on your vehicles, spouses' vehicles, children's vehicles, and other visual characteristics. We'll combine that information with publicly available data, Bluetooth signals, advertising IDs, vehicle information, commercial data sources, so our authorized users can replay the movements of every government official and their immediate family. There's no difference than the current flock safety capture systems. Everything will be stored securely and only authorized users will have access. Local businesses will be invited to join our network so government officials can continue being protected while shopping, eating, or traveling throughout the city. Some of you might think this sounds invasive, and you may worry about abuse, you may worry about unauthorized access, tracking innocent people. We understand those concerns. After all, those are the exact same concerns of all the citizens.
Would this change your opinion on flock cameras?
I mean, yeah, how would they like that if we had something just dedicated for these politicians?
I think
You know,
that should
your
be what
movement-
it should be used for.
Yeah.
Because they need to be watched more than freaking everybody
God,
else.
yes. Oh
Those
God,
people
yeah.
are- yeah.
Is,
I mean,
is
they're
it
robbing.
Casa Grande, Arizona they're talking about?
Might be.
Yeah, my daughter lived there for like 2 years. It's
That's
way
okay.
out in the middle of the desert, dude. There's like nothing there except Casa Grande.
All right, so I have a question, Dave, if you wouldn't mind.
All right.
I can ask 3 trivia questions.
Uh-oh.
Just 3.
Oh boy. That's 3.
Yep.
Anything to do with Casa Grande?
With what?
Huh?
Huh?
Who? What?
What?
Casa Grande.
I'm confused. Okay,
I know.
so
Well, get on it.
Yeah, spit it out.
Jesus Christ, man.
what is the term for the force per unit area exerted on a surface?
No.
Tensile strength? I don't know.
Tension.
Again, what is the term for the force per unit area exerted
Oh,
on
is
a
it an
surface?
erg? Is it an erg?
No. It's force.
You talking about air? Like pressure? Yeah.
It's
Gravity. It's gravity.
Well, it is pressure, yes.
Okay.
And the next one is what
Circle
was
gets the score.
what was the name of the operation where the U.S. smuggled thousands of Cuban exiles into Florida to escape Castro's regime?
Operation Fanny Pack.
That would be pretty interesting, but no.
I don't know. Operation Floating Door.
That's actually closer, but no.
Operation Keister Stash.
Wasn't that under Carter?
I don't know exactly.
What the hell? You gotta have the answers to your own
I don't
questions.
know, man. What in the fuck, man? Just tell us.
I got it.
Operation Peter Pan.
What
Wow.
the hell?
Named it after peanut butter. What the fuck?
It was a peanut farmer.
All right,
Old
last
Tinkerbell.
question, and then I'm heading out.
Okay.
What fallacy argues that something is true because there is no evidence against it?
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Say it again.
Because there's no evidence against it. It's true.
What fallacy argues that something is true because there is no evidence against it?
A straw man.
Nope.
Straw man's an argument you built that you can
It's
burn.
associated, but no.
The straw man argument.
Okay, I don't know. What the fuck is it?
Appeal to ignorance.
Okay.
Appeal to ignorance or appeal
There you
to
go.
authority?
There are your 3 trivia
Right.
questions of the evening.
All right. Well, we're all real tickled.
I feel privileged now.
I'm pleased as punch.
Somehow I
Senator
walk away feeling dumber. No, I'm just kidding.
Senator Hubert, as Senator Hubert Humphrey used to say, I'm pleased as punch.
Right. Well, I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Oh, it shows. What the fuck is this? This is Americans protesting against the merging of the U.S. military with a tiny, putrid, fake state. What?
He had a nickname too, you know, Hubie the Booby.
Hubie the Booby. God.
Double B's.
He says punch to be here.
He was almost president.
Yeah, he was.
I have a hard time believing that it's not a protest for something else.
Yeah, or else people coming from a concert or something.
Or something like that.
They probably end up being what it is. What is this here? One big show.
Because if that was real, I mean, there should be way more people than that.
What is this saying? It says, "What in the sweet mother of fuck is going on here?"
Mother of fuck.
The fuck, man? Here's fun. He ain't a human, man.
None of these people are.
What the fuck, man?
What is human anymore? That's the question.
No shit, right? All right. Well, listen, I'm going to get off here, man. I'm going on to 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's a long goddamn time. You know? Not like the marathon we did the other night. Jesus Christ.
That's 6 hour thing.
I know, man. No
I'm
shit.
go build a stock account and go stock some Glovers. I'm not kidding.
Why?
And I'm joking.
Are you though? Are you?
Yes,
I can't. You know, I'm just tired of fucking hearing their same old fucking stupid shit.
Yeah, it's old.
Just shut the fuck up. You know.
Hey, equate the Globers to Trump. Yeah, I've kind of tuned them out at this point. I've Mick-tuned them out.
No.
They're always like, "Oh, you must not have done very well in school." No, I did okay. I didn't really think it was a place that was making anybody smart. In fact, I realized it was not a place for smart people when I observed the faculty. Okay? The faculty was dumb as a fucking bag of rusty hammers.
That's also not a It's not a flex either to say you did well in school.
No.
No, I knew lots of people did well in school and didn't do well in life.
No. You know, and it's like, what the fuck did any of that do for you at all?
The funny thing is, all the people that they idolize, like, you know, the Elon Musk, the base, they're all high school dropouts, supposedly, right?
I know.
They're actors, but we all know that. But, you know, they're all high school dropouts, but they're the smartest people in the world, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and it fucking Elon looks like some kind of half retarded fucking spectrum case, you know? He's a goofy ass looking fucker.
Well, have you ever spent any long time and look at Wesley just for about? I'm just kidding.
No.
No. Well, no, I had to on here, you know, when he came here laughing.
I did a debate with him for 2 hours, man.
Oh God.
God help me.
Got more patience than I do.
Yeah.
Oh.
He has like a Frankenstein look about him.
Yeah, he's retarded.
Yeah, well, TJ said he looks plasticine.
All right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you, everybody, for coming on. Everybody that showed up in the chat tonight. We had over 200 people watching at one time here. That was a great show. Mm-hmm. So, like we always like to say, don't forget, the Lord loves a working man. Don't never, ever, ever trust Whitey. See your doctor and get rid of him because he'll probably kill you. And remember, it's better to shit in the sink than it is to sink in the shit. We'll see you next time on Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind. Good night, everybody.